Sports, let's go! Woodward Sports, let's go!
Woodward Sports Network, let's go!
It is Friday. Good morning to you. Welcome to the Morning Woodward Show on the Woodward Sports Network. Thank you to everybody that's tuning in right now on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter. Soon to be the app. We'll be on Twitch. We got TikTok going on, Snapchat. Make sure you're following us everywhere you can at Woodward Sports. Got a lot of people already checking in on the chat this morning. Hi to everybody in the chat. Good morning to you. Hopefully you're enjoying your coffee. My name is Stick. To my right,
What it do is Corey.
and to my left,
Joey, good morning.
and on producer Cam, he's very excited this morning.
Don't start.
What's going on today,
You're
Art?
sassy. You're sassy, Stick. Correct Corey and Joey the Jackass today. I said
Whoa.
it. You guys are in sour moods. I was in such a great mood.
That was very alliterative of you. Good
Anti
job.
art.
Anti-art. Or asshole art, whatever you want to call
That's
it.
a little bit better.
That's what my wife calls me.
Art, well, hopefully you get in a better mood today,
Don't
and hopefully things turn around for you, because it's Friday, man.
Don't blame it on me. I was in a great mood till I started talking to you idiots.
It's Valentine's Day weekend. You were already saying you weren't going to get any this weekend. On Valentine's Day, you already saying you're not going to get any this weekend, Art, of all weekends, to make another baby.
Yeah, we got to fix this because your wife actually just checked in the Facebook. So we got to talk about this, Art.
Hi, Trish.
What's that all about?
Winter news update?
It's in 15 minutes, actually.
No, but thank you guys for checking in this morning. Make sure you're sharing this if you're on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to us, Twitter, retweet, and then IG Live. Make sure you just drop a comment. Let us know that you're there. Let us know where you're listening to, because I love to find out where people are at, whether it's in Metro Detroit or all over the country. And we had a couple Canadian listeners yesterday, which was shout out to Ontario. But yeah, let's do this. Art mentioned it. Let's get into it. It is now time for Joey's News.
Good morning, everyone!
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's News.
Let's go!
Guys, I don't know if you heard this, but there's been a whole lot of mock drafts. The Lions actually came out on this one telling us who we're going to draft. So with the number 7 pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Lions select Phyllis Pena. Hit it.
Phyllis?
Phyllis Pena.
Oh, man, this was a great tackle. What I like about this is how she scrapes. Like when they go to the second replay of it, how she scrapes to the right, she keeps her shoulders level with the defender coming at her, or the guy coming at her, and then she absorbs the hit and just takes him to the ground. Like, that is a form tackle if I've ever seen one. Not quite stick, lock, and lift, but she definitely had the scrape to the left and the right and the balance to take that guy down.
And I'm surprised that a Lion did not get called with the targeting. This was impressive.
All of a sudden, a ref shows up and throws a flag for no reason.
The police showed up and did arrest this guy. So the backstory to this was the mom tackled this man who was accused of peeping in her daughter's window. And this was the greatest tackle. I had to start it off with a laugh because Art is in such a horrible mood. I just wanted to change the energy in here.
God.
Moving on, though, another thing to make you feel good, Art. The Staffords, Matthew Stafford and Kelly, pledge a $1 million to build an education center in Detroit as a final farewell. And this is the way to go out, because it's no secret that the Staffords love Detroit. And now they're off to L.A. This is the thing that they had to do and end it with. It's going to be called the Kelly and Matthew Stafford and Friends Education Center in Detroit's Lipke Park.
Yeah, where is that? I didn't know where that was. I tried to Google it. Do you know where that is, Corey?
Nah, I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, I want to look that up, too. I want to see exactly where it is. But, you think Matthew Stafford, like $1 million is amazing. But, you think like somebody that makes $40 million a year, then you think the average person makes like $35 to $40,000 a year. So that'd be like you donating $1,000.
Literally.
But
Aiton Van Dyke, it's looking like.
Oh, it's Aiton Van Dyke?
Yep.
But that is awesome of the Staffords to do that on their way out of town. And obviously, that's not something that just came up. They've been working on that for a while.
Yeah.
So as much as they're presenting it as a gift for him leaving, that's something that they were going to do for the city regardless. And I'm just happy they were able to execute it and, give $1 million, and hopefully it helps a ton of kids. I love it. Love it.
And
Thank you, Staffords.
It's Say Detroit's the property where they're doing it at with Mitch Albom. So, they've had a long past. And this is going to be the grounds of the Say Detroit's Play Center, and it'll include 6 classrooms, learning labs, vocational training space, along with an auditorium in a 20,000 square foot facility.
Wow. That's awesome, man. Congratulations to the Staffords, and thank you guys for, contributing to the city on your way out. I appreciate that.
I will say this. I do appreciate one thing that they did. They put it in the inner city. A lot of times these donations go out to the suburbs, the Royal Oaks, the Ferndales, and the Berkeleys. He's a regardless of what you feel about the guy, he's a Detroit staple, and he put it in Detroit. Bravo.
Yeah. And, we saw a little bit of this with Jared Goff, too. Like, he was talking when he left L.A., like, listen, I told you, Inglewood, I wasn't just going to be there for a year. I'm going to be there for a while, and he's still going to continue to give back. So, if nothing else, take football away, at least we know we got a good human coming in, and we had a great human here for 12 years leaving right now. So, thank you guys for being good men and showing people how to do the right thing.
And moving on, the Detroit Lions signed former Saints tight end, Stick's favorite name, Alizé Mack.
I am so,
What does futures deal mean? It says signed to futures deal.
Whatever. I don't care. He's on the roster. And remember how I said I would never buy another grown man's jersey? I may buy an Alizé Mack jersey.
No, it just says Mack on the back, though.
I know, but I'm going to get it I want an Alizé Mack jersey. To me, this guy's name is the greatest name of all sports athletes of all time. Better than Rocky Lombardi. This guy, Alizé Mack, his parents made his decision in life very easy. It's son, we're going to call you Alizé Mack. You can either be a hell of a football player or you can be a pimp on 8 Mile. Those are your only two options.
That's it with a name like that.
Dude, you imagine Alizé Mack walking into a room?
Such a great name.
Just mink from the shoulder all the way to the floor. Fedora on. Alizé Mack is here, baby.
We just need at one point in the Ford Field for him to score a touchdown and hear Alizé Mack over the PA, and me and you can be there with old bottles of Alizé.
That's what I was thinking. I want an Alizé colored Lions jersey because they're very similar to Honolulu Blue. So we can do this, man. Alizé Mack is a Lion. I never thought this would happen. I've talked about him for years just because I loved his name. He's not a great tight end, but we got him on the team. Very excited about Alizé Mack.
Next person we need is your favorite college quarterback.
Which one?
States. What's his name?
Oh, Rocky Lombardi.
Rocky Lombardi.
Yeah, no, that's a great name, too. He wasn't a great quarterback,
Horrible
but a great
quarterback.
name.
Here's actually some footage from him at Notre Dame, which is funny because I couldn't find any footage from him in the NFL because he was waived at the end of training camp.
Yeah. He
So
was decent at Notre Dame, though. He's a big dude.
Yeah, senior year, he had 36 catches, 360 yards, 3 touchdowns as tight end, so that's not bad.
I love those green Notre Dame jerseys, too, man.
Yeah.
Those are crispy.
Super clean.
But we got Alizé Mack on our football team. We thought we were trending in the right direction with toughness and stuff. Now we got a guy named Alizé Mack on the team. That's all I need to know.
And another person in Detroit, Dennis Smith Jr. for the Detroit Pistons, made his debut last night. Only put up 4 points in 16 minutes, but the Pistons ended up losing to the Pacers by 16. And Jeremy Grant, he only had 9 points this game. This is only the second time he scored single digits this entire season, and the first time was 9 points in the opener of the season.
But Isaiah Stewart had 17 points. And if you haven't been following the Pistons, watch the Pistons and just watch Isaiah Stewart play. Yeah. It's honestly one of my favorite things to do when I'm watching a basketball game right now.
I gotta say one thing, and I felt it. I think me and you kind of touched on it when he first touched the court. Beef Stew. He's about to make Mason Plumlee expendable at the trade deadline.
Oh, he's already expendable. He started last night. He had 17 and 7 on 5 of 6 shooting.
So Mason Plumlee, I expect him to be out of here just for some type of deal. Now, you know what? I do like that they still sign him because they have tradable assets. I didn't like that one thing that's, I hate, people make these articles and trade deals and they try to put Jeremy Grant in some trade to the Lakers. He's not going anywhere.
Listen, we messed up with Christian Wood. I openly admit we messed up on that one. Don't do it again to another player.
Yeah.
We need one of them at least,
Jeremy Grant staying here.
Yeah. So the video that Art just played was Sekou passing up the three-pointer and slamming it. It was a great, great play. And moving on, the Detroit Red Wings losing 3-2 against the Nashville Predators. And in this video, you see Dante Fabro scoring the game winner with less than a minute left in the game. Red Wings going to be playing the Predators again tomorrow night. We just need a win for the Detroit Red Wings. That's what I'm realizing. We need a win so badly.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
I hate when they say, yeah, this is the rebuild season, because you don't believe it. You still think, all right, we're still going to get some wins. No, this is definitely a rebuild season for the Red Wings. And there was a 4-star defensive tackle that decommitted from Michigan football. I hate seeing these coming out. His name was Alex Van Sumeren. And you see this tweet that he put out. I want to read it to you. It says, although I will always be grateful for this opportunity, I am no longer committed to the University of Michigan. My recruitment is open. And I ask to myself, why?
It's a variance of things. You never know. First of all, they're high school kids, right? Like,
right.
Did you know what the hell you were doing in high school?
No clue.
Were you ready to make commitments to dictate the rest of your life?
No clue.
So to me, that's part of it. Second, you never know. They could be recruiting another guy at the same position, and he knows he's not going to play. Like, so many variables on that.
See, what's crazy, though, is his brother is a U of M redshirt junior linebacker. His name's Ben.
Okay.
So it's like you would think he'd want to come play with his brother, but maybe his brother gave him some inside
I was
details.
going to say, maybe he has some intel, like, bro, you're going to come here, but you're not going to start over that guy. He's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. So there's one 4-star that we lost. And then the last one, I just want a little viral video of the day. His name is Deshaun Wade, sinking a half-court game winner to help Longwood beat Gardner-Webb. I don't know what any of these two teams are, but what's funny is everyone was shocked. Like, look at the reaction right here when they shoot.
Well, the thing is, he shoots the shot with 6 seconds left in the game. He shoots a half-court shot with 6 seconds left in the game. What he was looking at was the shot clock.
Yes.
And the shot clock was down to 1, but that was for the other team. They
didn't reset it
yet.
yet.
The clock operator didn't reset it. So dude shoots a half-court shot with 6 seconds left in the game and nails it.
At least it went in, though.
Right,
So
right.
He's going to find himself on ESPN's top 10 today. And I just wanted to give a quick little shout-out because Valentine's Day is this Sunday. Wow. So, yeah, you heard me almost say Thanksgiving. So Valentine's Day is this Sunday. All of you, don't mess up. I don't want to mess up myself. Someone actually in the studio did mess up that we're going to be talking about later, messing up their Valentine's Day. But Bridge Street Exchange in downtown Fenton is a place, ladies, where you could go and surprise your man with a lot of cool things like Thorogood boots. You could get Carhartt gear. You could get my favorite Detroit grooming company. So just go check them out and head to bridgestreetexchange.com. Use WSN, the code word, to save 15% off your order.
Nice. Yeah, I got to get out there, man. You're always representing the Carhartt now.
Yeah, I love Carhartt.
They lace you up like that?
I
Did
got
you get
the
the
discount.
Snoop Dogg underwear you're always plugging in the commercial?
I wanted the Snoop Dogg underwear. They didn't have my size, but I need the Snoopies.
So yeah, let's talk about this topic because I was thinking about it yesterday, and then we got a text that kind of reconfirmed that a lot of people are thinking about it this way. We're in a kind of a new era in the NFL to where quarterbacks are starting to dictate where they want to go, and they're becoming more like the wide receivers of old, I feel. Like wide receivers used to be the loud ones. They used to be the divas. They used to be demanding trades. I want the ball type of stuff. And now we're seeing like the most predominant quarterbacks in the league kind of doing the same thing. Like on a smaller scale, Stafford, because he wanted out, but the organization agreed, okay, it's time to go. But we're hearing Russell Wilson going on talk shows and saying he wants out, the management being mad that he's not actually talking to management about his issues. We're seeing it with Deshaun Watson, and you're seeing it just pretty much around the NFL. Do you think that we're in a new age to where like the quarterbacks are going to be just demanding and controlling the league now?
You know what? It's really interesting to see all that go on. Matt, like you said, Matthew Stafford's, I think, it's a different situation. He was with the Lions for 12 years. He's about to be 33. Doesn't need to go through his fourth rebuild, so it was a mutual decision to go ahead and move on. I even think the Deshaun Watson situation is different, actually, because first off, what is your chaplain? Hope I'm saying that right. What's your chaplain? What is your pastor doing as the executive vice president of football operations? Like, what is that all about? Like, DeAndre Hopkins didn't like the guy. Andre Johnson, who is arguably their best player in their history, he doesn't like the guy. Jamie Roots was the president of the Texans. He resigned with the team after more than 20 years because of that same guy that Deshaun Watson has a problem with. So I understand Deshaun Watson's situation. It's a lot of uncertainty and no direction in that front office. So even that's different. But Russell Wilson and Carson Wentz, I don't know what the hell. Carson Wentz, you don't really have any leg to stand on. You've been horrible your whole time in the league. And Russ, you're the one who kind of started out hot and then flamed out towards the end of the season. So I think they are starting to become a little bit more diva-like, and also it doesn't help the fact that, you got a guy who's 43 years old who just went to a new team and won in his first year.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what's going on in the NFL right now. I mean, we got this list yesterday. You got Tom Brady, you got Allen, you got Mahomes, you got Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield, and Justin Herbert. Outside of those 6 quarterbacks, no other team in the league is like dead set on their starter. Like, even though we in Detroit have Jared Goff, we're already talking, can we flip this guy for more picks? He's only a starter here for maybe a year or two. Okay, if he works out, maybe in the long run. But really, out of 32 teams, only 6 of them have settled on their quarterback right now.
And you know what's crazy, too, is a lot of these got wheels. A lot of these quarterbacks, besides Brady, they got wheels. And I feel like that's just kind of the way that the NFL is going. Mm-hmm. And that's why I still stick with the Justin Fields as the draft option, because I truthfully think that that's just where the NFL is trying to go right now. It's so weird because when has there ever been this many quarterbacks demanding out?
I've never seen it, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm starting to feel like these guys are becoming more like the wide receivers, and they're understanding their power in the league. Because if you got an unhappy quarterback, you got to get rid of him, right? I mean, because that's the guy that your whole organization is supposed to rally around and supposed to be around. But if he's not happy, nobody else there is going to be happy.
And I've also heard this analogy before. I have not actually spoke to a football player to confirm it, but I've just heard it in the various interviews. I think they're starting to become jealous of NBA players, how they're able to basically dictate wherever the hell they want to go. Like James Harden, was out in interviews and he couldn't get out of his contract, and then he just said, you know what, I'm just going to throw everybody under the damn bus. Got his way out where he wants to.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that with Kawhi a couple years ago, too, when he was in San Antonio, and he could have played, but he was like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to sit out this year. I'm going to go get a max contract, go to Toronto, then I'm going to take that max contract and go to L.A. And you're right. This is what I'm seeing, and I don't love this trend for the NFL.
Yeah, the thing is, you already having problem with I think they are having some problem with viewership and getting people to kind of get back into the game, and now you're going to go ahead and add yet another cloud. Like, the NFL already has enough clouds over it. Just adding another layer. Now you got the diva QBs. It's getting kind of – it's taking the fun out of watching it.
And it doesn't help, too, when you bring up Kawhi Leonard. He does this, and then he goes and actually wins a ring, kind of defending the whole point, too. Where it's like, listen, I wasn't happy. Look what I could do. I'm going to go, and I'm going to go win.
And then Brady got pushed out the back door, won a ring.
So, honestly, oof.
So with that being said, and now that we know Russell Wilson is unhappy, what should the Lions do? Do they make that call and be like, hey, we got Jared Goff and a couple first-rounders, like parlay it into Russell Wilson?
I think that cap hit will be as disastrous.
$33 million for Seattle if they trade him.
It will be disastrous, but also at the same time, it's just like, damn, couldn't this have just – why did this have to come out now? Could this have came out about 2 weeks ago?
Ooh, that would have been interesting. But Russell Wilson has that no-trade clause, so I don't know. Like, that's another thing that's given these guys power, too, like Deshaun Watson. It's not only, I want out of here, I'm not happy here, you guys aren't giving me what I need.
You can't do it.
But, yeah, it's like, but I don't want to go there, I don't want to go there, I don't want to go there. Okay, I'll consider that. And it's like, they're stripping management of all of their trade leverage, so they're never going to get great value for them. And at the same time, like, these guys have no trade contracts for a reason, and this is helping them. But I really think this is going to hurt the league in the long run if this keeps up.
You know what I don't like, too, with this is when you look at the NFL, it's kind of evenly spread. There's no really team that's like, man, they got so many stars. I mean, you could look at the Bucks, you could look at the Chiefs, but when you go to the NBA, you see this so much. I mean, look at the Nets squad. That's literally an all-star team.
Right.
And that's the one thing that I don't like about that is these no-trade clauses, they got to be taken out of contracts moving forward because they're going to be able to control the entire league, and it's not fair because a city like Detroit, we are definitely going to be left on the back end of this because we don't have that appeal here in Detroit.
Yeah, it's already hard enough to get free agents here, and then if we get someone good and they just start divaing out on us, I'm like, I don't want to be here. You're never going to be good. It's really going to affect some franchises.
I will say this. Shout out to the Lions, even though Matthew Stafford did not have a no-trade clause. He was just like, hey, just send me anywhere but New England.
Yeah, I'm done with the Patriot way. And they sent him to, a place that he was comfortable with. And he talked about that in his exit interview, that, like, it was the hardest thing he ever had to do. But the, Sheila Ford Hamp and the whole Lions organization were very supportive. And I do think it was the best decision for both parties. Like, Deshaun Watson, I don't know if that's the best decision for both parties. Russell Wilson, I would assume staying in Seattle is probably the best move for him. But in our situation, it's like, listen, Stafford, you don't want to be here for the rebuild. You deserve at least a shot at happiness,
Yeah.
And they gave it to him. So I don't mind that it worked out on that end. But what I do fear is this becoming a trend in the future of where only 4 teams have secure quarterbacks and the rest of the teams are going to scramble to fill theirs. Like, they were projecting 22 new starting quarterbacks on different teams this year.
Crazy. But, I mean,
22!
The big thing that I look at with this, and I know you guys both mentioned Matthew Stafford and how he kind of was in a similar situation, asking for out kind of, but the way he went about it, that's the biggest difference in this. Because, listen, if you want to give 12 years to a team and then finally do this because you think it's for the better of the organization and for your personal life and your family, that makes sense to me. But when you're just doing it in a diva form, that's when we have issues. Because if any of these other players were to go about it the way Matthew Stafford did, it would have been acceptable.
I don't even know, except for Deshaun Watson. That's the only one.
Yeah.
Because the Texans, they just look like – we talked about the Lions being in an inept front office. They just look like their whole organization is on fire.
Dude, their president just quit.
Yeah,
It was
after
just
20
like,
years.
Yep,
And
I'm
the
good.
thing is,
I'm out of here.
And the
Thank
thing
you,
is,
guys.
the fact that he quit for the same exact reason that Deshaun Watson wants out, that gives Deshaun Watson's argument some legs. Like, the president, like, you know what? Y'all not listening to anybody. I'm out.
Is this all the ownership?
It's the ownership and that guy, the guy, Jack Easterby, who DeAndre Hopkins said it, Andre Johnson said, they said he has way too much power and he's ruining the organization. And again, why is the pastor running football operations?
You can't say anything to the pastor.
Yeah,
though.
man. Why are you talking about a pastor like that?
Hey, I'm sorry. You want to go ahead and read me a sermon? Cool. That's great. I love God. I mean, I don't want to try to get religious up here, but I don't need you running football operations. Go do what you do on Sunday, not that.
So, yeah, you're sitting there at the Texans game, and all of a sudden a collection plate comes around. You're like, what is going on here? Like, I already paid to come here.
I just don't get that. So I don't get that. I don't get their whole dynamic, but whatever.
Yeah, the
Hey,
Texans
for real
are
though, you mentioned that bringing the collection thing.
Right.
Churches are even struggling. I go to church and they do it 2 times in the middle of the mass now, and I'm like, damn, I just gave $5.
I would love to see like vendors walking up and down the aisle with the long extender, like holding the basket over 18 people to get that dollar from the dude in the middle of the row.
Oh yeah, my church ain't got collection plates no more. We got the app.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it is. Bing.
See?
Really?
Oh
See?
yeah, it's even if you want to do a set amount and make it recurring.
Hey, you got Venmo?
So every morning, every Sunday, it automatically deposits money into your church. That's crazy.
I mean, if somebody has, you can deposit how much ever you want through the app. But if you want to make a recurring same amount payment, you sure can. Just comes right out.
Man, churches are evolving. Churches that's the one that they're building on Woodward and 7 Mile that has been building for
You talking
a
about
long time.
talking about the perfecting church, what I call the Queen's Child Project from Power.
Yeah, it's been building for about
20
10,
years.
15 years now.
No,
Yeah.
20.
20? It's been
Yeah.
20?
Yeah.
I mean, that thing better be immaculate when it's done, but it's been crazy driving by it for the past 15 years of my life.
I was starting high school when they built
When they
that
broke
church, and I
ground?
started high school in 2000.
So it's not even open yet?
No, it's not open.
Sheesh.
I make fun of that.
huge.
If you go on my Facebook, I make fun of that church about every 3 months.
I make fun of that church.
It's huge, man. That is the biggest church in the area. Well, Kirk in the Hills is probably the biggest.
Kirk
church
in the Hills is huge.
That is a dope church too. But they got tons of money out in Bloomfield. They don't really have to pass the collection plate. Like Bugattis wind up in there, and there's car keys and all types of stuff. So yeah, the Texans are in a weird spot, obviously, and
Corey blames it all on the pastor.
all on the pastor. But with Seattle and Russell trying to work it out, it was just a weird. It's a weird thing to me that this is becoming a trend, and I'm afraid. We've seen it with quarterbacks coming out of the draft. We've seen it with Eli Manning. We've seen it with John Elway saying, "I don't want to play for that team, and if you draft me, I'm not playing for that team." And you're starting to see that now with just players. Hey, I don't want to be on this team, so trade me, but don't trade me there. I only want to go here.
I deal with it. I deal with it in the NBA. Not, I don't necessarily say I like it, but I deal with it in the NBA. If this crap comes over to football, I'm just gonna be like, damn! Like I just want to watch sports without drama.
And the big thing too, when you compare football to basketball, you could get by with basketball. Players can play with anybody.
Yeah.
It'll take a little bit to get that chemistry going, but when you're talking about football and a quarterback, that is changing up the entire team, because to me, a quarterback is the coach.
Yeah, he's the CEO on the field.
CEO of the field, absolutely. So that's going to be the craziest part about this, especially when you see this article and you see 6 quarterbacks are secure in their position in the entire league.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's wild. So we got a potential trade offer for the Lions that was reported yesterday for the draft. Let's talk about that coming up next. Art, let's take about a 15-second break, and we'll be right back with the Woodward Sports Network live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and soon to be our app.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand.
Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
Hire a graduate of Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show right here on the Woodward Sports Network. Thank you guys for checking us out this morning. Thank you everybody on Facebook for sharing this, spreading the love, and letting everybody know about the Morning Woodward Show. We appreciate you. And if you share this morning, we'll pick somebody out of the sharers and give them a Woodward Sports t-shirt. Hook them up with some swag. Speaking of swag, everybody always asks me where I'm getting my Woodward Sports hoodies. You know, we got baseball, football, hockey, basketball. Just go to woodwardsports.com, click on shop. And you can get these hoodies, and they're beautiful. They're very warm right now when it's negative 40,000 degrees outside in Detroit. So thank you very much for checking that out. Thank you to everybody on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, everybody watching us right now. And like I said, soon to be the app.
And we could kind of tease this this T-shirt that we got coming out that you might have seen on our social media. It is available on the store right now as well.
Oh, it's already up?
It's available.
Yeah, if you like Dan Campbell and biting kneecaps, we got a surprise for you. Go to woodwardsports.com, click on shop, and we'll probably have those T-shirts on next week so y'all can see what we're talking about. Or, like I said, just go to woodwardsports.com right now, click on shop, and check out the Dan Campbell Wheaties box that we made. It's pretty awesome. So, like I said, welcome back. Corey's to my right, Joey's to my left, and the Lions are almost on the clock. We got a couple months, but they're almost on the clock. One of the trades that was brought up by The Athletic is the Lions, since they hold the number 7 pick right now, they may trade with the Washington football team. And they trade this year's first-round pick, and they would get another first-round pick, move down, and then yet another first-round pick next year.
I'm going to be honest. While I would love them to go either Michael Parsons or Kwity Paye, as we talked about, I wouldn't be mad at that. 3 first-round picks next year?
3 first-round picks next year would be, yeah, that's, I mean.
I can't say I hate it. I can't say I hate it because that way we've been going back and forth. Everybody's been going back and forth about who to go ahead and grab at number 7. Now that you're going at number 19, I will believe, you can just go ahead and get somebody that's a defensive player there who can possibly be a starter down the line. But then also next year, too, you're not avoiding drafting somebody way too high. Then next year you got 3 first-round picks to play around with. That there are so many things they could do with that much draft capital. I would like that.
Especially when you say that this is the rebuild year. All right, well then let's just wait for this rebuild
right.
and ride it out. I mean, especially three of them, because what would you say are the percentage of success of first-round draft picks? Probably like
50-50.
50?
Yeah, I mean 50-50.
So we're guaranteed 1 or 2 players in that first round next year that would actually pan out to be a good player.
And what it does is it takes the pressure off having to select a quarterback this year. Like, you could just forget that idea if you have, Washington's pick. I think it's somewhere around 27, 28, or like right in that area. You can forget about your quarterback unless like a Mac Jones falls that late in the first round. Then you take a risk there. But you focus on the line because, like we've been seeing in these mock drafts, skill positions are going to go crazy high. So there will be good linemen later on in this draft, and that's how you build a good football team. So I love this trade, and if it was presented to the Lions, I hope they jump all over it because I can't remember the last time or if there's ever been in history that we've had 3 first-round draft picks.
No, I can't. I just looked at it again. I mean, the Lions will be, if they make that trade, the Lions will be picking at 19. That's not bad.
Wow. No.
That's not bad at all.
No, I mean, there's viable players there, and like you said, you get another one next year.
So you would have, what that makes it, 7 first-round picks over the next 3 seasons? Because you got this one this year, 3 next year, then 2 next year. So 6. I'm tripping. 6.
Yep. Yeah, no, and that's, God, that's how you rebuild a football team right there.
And we're just talking about first-round picks. We're not even getting into the seconds and the thirds. And they could really change the landscape over their team in the next few years if they make that trade.
And, sometimes when these trade rumors come up, it's like, all right. But this one, I was like, oh, we got to talk about this because I would absolutely love this. And like I said, you skip on the quarterback this year because you want to give Jared Goff a fair chance. We still have Chase Daniel overpaid and locked in. So you don't want to spend more money on that quarterback position or even really carry 3 quarterbacks next year. You don't want to do that. That's a massive use of a roster spot for somebody that you're probably not going to get to.
And then I just really like the potential of, like, okay, let's just say Goff does well. If you make that trade, Goff does well, the Lions are sitting pretty.
Right.
It's to me, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. No, I like the value of it. So if the Lions do take advantage of that trade, where do you want them to go? Because me and you both have them go in defense early. Joey wanted a quarterback at 7. So if they trade down that far, what are you looking at them taking?
I would hope that they would at least wait until 7 to see if Justin Fields is on the board. But besides that, I would go defense because we just need so much help on defense.
Yeah.
And there really is so many good players. Even when you go down in the draft board, there still are a lot of good options that you could take.
Yeah. It's I love this idea. I just want more bullets for our gun right now because obviously I feel like they've given up on next season and not like, okay, why even play the season? But it's like, okay, let's write this next season off and let's focus on 2-3 years down the road. And this is a good way to focus 2 years down the road. 3 first-round draft picks. 3! But that also gives us 3 chances to screw it up, which scares the hell out of me too.
The thing is, I'm going to be optimistic about us not screwing it up because not only do the Lions have Brad Holmes, who we've seen the work that he's done with the Rams as far as scouting and drafting players in his time as just the direct, not being just in the Rams in general, just director of scouting, 25 Pro Bowlers. That's insane in that 7-year span. Then you're going to add John Dorsey, who we've seen time and time again build teams up. Can't pick a coach, but luckily he's not picking a coach. He can pick talent. Both of those guys together, I would be shocked if they don't hit on at least 50% of the picks they get.
Did you hear about who John Dorsey has been helping before the draft? Anybody?
No.
Working closely with a certain family? Zach Wilson.
What?
Yep, the BYU quarterback and John Dorsey. He's been helping the Zach Wilson family get ready for the draft. He's been prepping them. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean it's written in stone that he's going to be a Lion, but to have that direct connection, you know how that plays out sometimes.
Remember I said that he reminds me of a poor man's Baker Mayfield. And who did John Dorsey draft?
Baker Mayfield. But he also drafted Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes.
True.
So,
but we don't see any one of them guys in the draft.
Yeah. Oof. All right. All right.
Yep. No, I just thought that was interesting when I found that out. Because you know how these things play out. It's really all about, connections and if they believe in you. And I've watched so much game film on Zach Wilson that he's our guy and he may be our guy moving forward, which I wouldn't be mad at, especially if we moved down and were able to get him. At number 7, taking a risk on Zach Wilson.
Yeah, but if
risk.
Zach Wilson fell to 19, hey.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing is, like, you look at this BS draft board where they got Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, and all these players up in the top 5 picks.
And your boy Fields.
And my boy Fields is the 4th ranked.
Yep.
Like, you could just that's what I hate about drafts. These stupid moves sometimes just kill me so much, and I hope we don't make this mistake.
I just don't understand why the Jets. I mean, I've seen a few boards where the Jets are taking Zach Wilson at number 2. I just don't understand the logic of that pick at all. I really don't.
They have to trade Sam Darnold if they take him. Like,
if
they
most
take
definitely.
him at 2. And that's the weird thing. Like, if you draft him and you still have Sam Darnold on your roster, you're really stupid. Like, yeah, it's just stupid.
So I mean, I think they need to. They have it's basically March anyway, so they really only got a month to figure this out.
Right. So yeah, if Dorsey and Wilson have that connection, we may see a future Lions quarterback drafted this year. Why are you so mad at that? You seem like when I mentioned it, you put your head down.
Justin Fields is one thing. Okay, I can live. Okay, we drafted Justin Fields. I can live with that. Zach Wilson, I think I might actually shed a tear of sadness.
Why? Why?
He does not. I might be totally wrong on this one, but I just did not see anything on the field where he was a top 5 pick. A first-round pick, okay. Top 5? Nah.
I mean, Ryan Clark was saying he's the closest thing to Patrick Mahomes that he's seen come out.
I love Ryan Clark. He's a part of my fraternity, but Ryan Clark is also wrong a lot.
Listen, all these people always they just throw out these random comparisons, especially in basketball. Oh, he's the next LeBron James. You always hear that. Oh, he's the next KD. I look at Zach Wilson as a great college quarterback, and that's all.
That's all?
That's all.
And that's the thing. It's so scary because you don't know what he's going to be. But, you know, hey, if we have some inside information and the family knows a little bit more than we do, I'm okay with trusting Dorsey. That's why we hired him. That's why we hired Holmes. So if they draft him, I'm going to put my faith in him. But at the same time, it's like, okay, are we going to do this? Are we going to play buddy ball this whole time too? Like, that's what got us in trouble with the Patriot way, only bringing in guys that we knew and friends, and it just didn't work out. But I'm going to put my faith in them. If Zach Wilson is that dude, then Zach Wilson is that dude.
And this is going to be hard to say, but I've been feeling so good about all these coaching changes that we've previously done that I'm just going to trust in them throughout this process. I just hope they don't do that one mess up. But besides that, I mean, we hired them for a reason, so they got control because obviously they know a lot more than we know from just seeing replays of their games.
Yeah, well, another area that the Lions are also going to have to address is wide receiver. You know, with Kenny Golliday, they could franchise him. Marvin Jones on the move. And there's a list of a lot of wide receiver free agents. We talked about quarterbacks making moves. Wide receivers are going to make the moves this year. To you guys, who's your top wide receiver that's like a free agent or on the move this year?
Ooh, I'm going Allen Robinson all day.
Yeah, Orchard Lake St. Mary's Allen Robinson.
All day. I love, especially when we're playing against him. The dude always seems to ball out. I know it's nice for him to come back to his home field here in Detroit.
Right.
But he just always balls out. He's just so explosive.
I like Allen Robinson, too. His tweet the other day really hurt my heart for his chances coming here.
About him wanting a ring?
Yeah, that hurt me. But he's one of the top ones he's one of the top ones out there. And then you got to add Mr. TikTok, Juju Smith-Schuster. He's definitely, I don't know where he's going to go, but I honestly think that he's going to go and stay in Pittsburgh. They're going to bring him back, but I would be shocked if he went somewhere else.
So where does Allen Robinson wind up if it's not here in Detroit? I mean, I've heard talks of Indy. I've heard talks of San Francisco. I've heard talks of Miami.
I was thinking about Miami, and Miami I think that would make them a real threat.
Yeah.
I don't know how far they would go, but they will make them they'll make them a force to be reckoned with.
Would Tua be the best quarterback he ever played with?
Easy.
Yeah. I would love if Allen Robinson wound up here in Detroit. Like I said, he went to my high school here at Orchard Lake St. Mary, so I've been lucky enough to watch this kid since he was like 15 years old.
Yeah.
And he tweeted out some basketball highlights the other day from high school.
He was so good. I remember that. I got a brother his age.
Dude, the way this kid could soar through the air. You see him blocking shots that are literally above the square on the backboard, and you could tell this guy could go up and get the ball early on.
Yep.
And for him to turn into the pro that he has been quite amazing. So next up on the hot free agent wide receiver list would be our very own Kenny Golliday.
I think they're going to franchise tag him. I don't think they agree on a deal before then. I think they're going to franchise tag him, see what he has next year under Dan Campbell and on Anthony Lynn's offense. And then if he, balls out, then I see the deal coming.
Yeah, Kenny Golliday, I believe we just offered him $16 million and he turned it down. That's what I read.
Wasn't that a little while ago though?
No, it was just like a month ago or so.
Okay.
It wasn't too long ago,
Yeah.
and he turned that down. So somebody's gonna have to want to pay this man, and I don't know who's got $20 million just to fork over to a Kenny Golliday right now.
I also too, we didn't see him. Nobody saw him play last year, basically. So forking over that much money for a guy who didn't put anything on the field last year, you don't know what his health looks like. That's a risk. So I think the only situation where Kenny is going to win is just getting that franchise tag.
Yeah.
That's what's scary about that, because we're not talking a couple millions. This is upwards 16, so I'm assuming it's going to be around 20 that he's going to want.
Yep.
And it's scary taking that chance because you don't know what his health is like. Took a whole season off pretty much.
Yeah, and you don't know if he took that off because he didn't like the coaching staff or if he was actually injured, and I don't know which is worse.
I think he mailed it in because of Matt Patricia.
Yeah.
Everybody looked checked out, and then you also got to go back on Aaron Glenn's comments about the defense where he said he felt that they lacked confidence. So I think it was just that everybody on that Lions roster just grew tired of Patricia, and they all found their ways to be out, except for Stafford because he knew he was out the door. So he said, let me just get my last memory here, but I'm gone. But everybody else is like, whatever.
Well, next on the board, another one, a Lion that has been rumored to go to L.A. with Matthew Stafford, Marvin Jones. Do you think that's where he winds up in L.A. with Stafford?
I don't know. I think he would definitely have to take a pay cut going out there for sure, but I can see him going out there. I definitely don't see him returning. I think that with everything that he's had going on here personally too, with the son and whatnot, I think that he's just ready to go ahead and have a fresh new start somewhere.
I think 100% he's going there with Stafford.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a dangerous team with the weapons that he's going to have.
Man, you think about that. Where they have Cooper Kupp, they have Robert Woods, and they had Marvin Jones. They got Van Jefferson. They got Tyler Higbee. They got Cam Akers. Like, good Lord, those are some offensive weapons.
And that's put up or shut up time for Stafford right there because you have everything you didn't have in Detroit. So if you don't win there, I don't know what to tell you.
Everything the Stafford apologists have said for 12 years that he needed, he's gonna get. The question is it too far gone in his career to really take advantage of it? Because like we discussed yesterday and what came out in his exit article is just how injured Stafford was throughout this season. Like, it was, like you see the picture of him and they have like the little highlights on where it is. It's all over.
That doesn't shock me that he didn't disclose the information either because regardless of what you think of the guy, he's tough as nails. I mean, the dude, it's going to be the most iconic play probably in Lions history outside of the Barry's 2,000-yard when he got the 2,000 yards is when Stafford threw that touchdown against the Browns. As soon as he came out, he was like, "It's nothing there."
Right.
That's my favorite play still.
And then one play later, he was in throwing the touchdown, and then like the teammates went to high five him. He's like, "No, leave me alone. Leave me alone."
He was like this. He's like,
"Yeah." No, that was a great Stafford highlight. My biggest problem with that is that came in his rookie season.
Yeah. But that just shows the NFL though. Because look how long his career actually has lasted thus far.
Right, but if your best play ever was when you were a rookie, that means 11 years went by without a better play.
I thought you were talking about him taking the injury so early.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Not best play. This is like that's this play that shows how tough he is. Like,
yeah.
But honestly, that's probably the best play of his career here as a Lion. That and the fake spike, maybe.
Yeah, fake spike and
the Dallas. I think that's my favorite one, the Dallas fake spike.
Yeah, but outside of that, I mean, we're literally having to go back to his rookie year to be like, man, what a tough play, what a great player. And it's like, that is true. It was a great play. I love, it's one of the longest uncut NFL mic'd up videos that they have out there. But at the same time, like 12 years went by, we didn't get a better play.
True, yeah, but the guy, I think that first off, he's going to have a way better line than he had here over the past few years because Stafford is one of the most sacked QBs in the league. So he has no excuses now. I just don't know. Again, I don't know how much healthy he can stay. Like I said, I will be shocked if he played more than 20 games.
It's funny because we talk about Stafford getting sacked all the time and that being part of the reason why he wasn't able to be successful. And then you flip over to Russell Wilson, the most sacked quarterback in the league over the past, 5-10 years.
Yeah.
Dude's got Super Bowl.
He got wheels too.
That's the difference right there.
He got wheels, and that's why wheels mean so much in the NFL right now for a quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
So much. And, I mean, Jared Goff, he ain't got the wheels like that.
No.
That's what's scary.
But Goff does get those rushing touchdowns. He had 4 last year, which I was shocked. I was like, damn, Jared Goff ran in the end zone 4 times?
But our line isn't overnight going to just become amazing.
No.
So that's why I think if we have a quarterback with some wheels like that they'd at least be able to buy a little bit more time. That is scary because when you got the wheels like that and you're bad line, that's where you get more higher injury prone. So I don't know. It's just you compare Russell. That's what I think.
The weird thing about the line, though, is that they were bad. Like we seen it off of all the hits that Stafford took. But then Anthony Lynn comes back out and praises the line and says it's our deepest unit.
But that doesn't mean it's our best. That doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah, but he said he gave high praise to Frank Ragnow, Tyler Decker, and Jonah Jackson. So,
right, but here's my point.
Yeah.
Go to any other position, and where are we good? Wide receiver, we don't have any.
True.
Tight end is probably our most locked in.
So take it with a grain of salt.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just because it's the prettiest girl doesn't mean she's not ugly.
Yeah.
And that's what he's saying about our offensive line. Like, Ragnow's great, Decker's good, but nowhere else has good players. Our linebackers aren't great, our safeties aren't great, our cornerbacks aren't great, our defensive line isn't great. We have no wide receivers. We got a new quarterback. We have DeAndre Swift, but not a compliment to go with him. So really, what else are you left with to say is good?
So dang, then in that case, if for the Lions at number 7, they need to just go ahead and hope Penei Sewell falls.
That would be ideal. I mean, honestly.
There's so many that we're counting on just falling.
Yes, or just please fall to us. Please fall to us. But like I said, take that with a grain of salt, man. Yes, they are the best-looking girl, but it's a group of ugly-ass bitches. So, it's okay. That's the one I'm going to take home with beer goggles, but it's okay.
Hey, truthfully, though, it's not always the hottest in the crew that's the best to take home.
Right.
So,
yeah, okay.
Maybe we get lucky.
Tell us more, Joey.
Maybe we get lucky.
Tell us more, Joey. It's like how to be a player. You always hit on the ugly one to make the pretty one jealous.
Oh, man.
Hey, come on. We could all say, oh, you can't say that, but that's facts.
It is facts.
That's so factual right there.
So Adam is coming up next. He's got his parlay of the day. But let's touch on one more wide receiver because, to me, this is like the diamond in the rough of the entire free agency for wide receivers. Chris Godwin. Like, nobody's talking about Chris Godwin. Dude was only making like $675,000 this year. He is going to get paid. And does he stay in Tampa, or does somebody else open up the checkbook and pay this man?
I wonder how much money Tampa has, because Bruce Arians said that he's hell bent on bringing the whole band back together. But again, if somebody offers that check, I already got my ring. I might be on my way out the door.
Right. And if I'm only making $675,000 and I'm one of the best wide receivers in the league, maybe I should make a little more money over here.
Yeah, so I think that Chris Godwin might be on his way out the door. And they also, too, you have to factor in they have Antonio Brown. And here's where I'm going with that. Not too many other teams are going to take a chance on Antonio Brown, because I think Antonio, at this stage of his career, Antonio Brown is only going to be in check where Tom Brady is at.
Right.
So Antonio Brown would be more of an ideal replacement for the Bucs, and then Godwin will probably go somewhere and get a check. I don't know where he would go. I don't know if we have enough money for him, but that would just be wherever he goes, he's going to get paid.
Yeah, he should. He's earned it, man.
Oh, yeah.
If you take Mike Evans off that team, Godwin he's a wide receiver 1 all day long. Rob Coddington, how about Will Fuller? That's another interesting wide receiver, but I got him pretty far down on my list of guys. These top 6 are who I would go with first. Allen Robinson, Kenny Golliday, Marvin Jones, Juju, Chris Godwin, and AB, which you just brought up. So those would be the 6 that I would target. Adam, are you around? Did he just leave? Oh, there he is. Okay, you disappeared. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be back with Adam's Parlay of the Day right here on the Woodward Sports Network. Thank you to everybody watching right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and soon to be the app.
Hey, it's Joey from Woodward Sports, and I am here in downtown Fenton at Bridge Street Exchange. This place has so many amazing things for guys. And ladies, this is the hidden spot that you got to come check out. I'm talking thorough good boots. Best boots ever. They have barware. They got the Stormy Cromer hats. They got Carhartt hats, a huge Carhartt selection. They even got Snoop Dogg underwear. So go check them out, bridgestreetexchange.com, and use the code word WSN for 15% off.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show right here live on Woodward Avenue. If you look behind Joey, not only do you see our Zott M59 Jeep, but you see the world's first paved freeway.
This is the real Woodward Avenue, too, not the old one. I don't like the old one.
You don't like old Woodward?
I don't like the old one.
You like the real Woodward?
Real.
My name is Stick. Joey's up here, and every morning about 8:50, we're going to start doing this. Adam comes on because he has kind of been the betting guru around here. You're close to hitting your parlay from last night.
I did. It already hit.
Oh,
you did it?
The match just finished.
The match just finished?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so let's get into it, Adam. Your parlay yesterday, what did you tell everybody to bet on? And show the results, buddy.
Yeah, so last night we had... Give me one moment.
I love how Adam's all over on it too. He'll do soccer one day, basketball,
whatever's
football.
Whatever's available.
And I love how calm Adam is talking about betting.
Right.
Yeah, well,
getting stacks over there, all calm.
That's right, baby. Anyways, so I bet on a lot of tennis yesterday.
Okay.
But beyond the point, we had the Blazers covering the 3.5-point spread. We had the Warriors winning outright. The Columbus Blue Jackets and the Chicago Blackhawks going over on 5.5, which Stick thought I was crazy, but in hockey, I don't know if it's COVID and just the way the season has gone, but there are so many goals being scored in hockey right now. It's at a league high average.
Yeah, when you said over on 5 goals, I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But
less pressure, man.
That's why we go to you for the bets.
They got no fans. They're out there just practicing, basically.
Yep. And then we had the Portland Trail Blazers and the Philadelphia 76ers going over on 229.5, and of course they did. So we hit good yesterday. Yeah. If you go to Best Bets Michigan, you'll see
on Facebook. Yeah,
on Facebook you'll see all of our bets, win or lose.
Yeah, we show you behind the curtain.
You'll
Listen,
see them.
It's called gambling because nobody's perfect, but you have a better percentage than most. Even if you're batting 600 while you're gambling, you're winning.
Yeah, I show Art all the time. He gets mad at me. I don't know why, but I'll have $20 losses, probably 2-3 in a row, and then you'll see the 20 that hits, and I recoup not only everything behind it, but I double it. So. You just got to play your cards right, Art. You don't got to yell at me.
And by the way, Adam's parlay of the day is brought to you by MyBookie. You can go to mybookie.com right now and register, set up a new account. And if you do that today and enter promo code Woodward, they will match your first deposit up to 50%. So you put in 100, you get 150 to play with.
You guys ready for today's?
Ooh, yeah. Let's get into it.
Today's a tough one, guys. I'm usually not a fan of taking people on a back-to-back.
Hold on. Before you get into that, can we acknowledge how awesome you look in your picture that's on we call these bottom thirds on the screen?
Oh, God.
Adam looks like a bouncer at a Lebanese nightclub.
Oh, okay. That wasn't so bad. I thought you were going to go with a hitman, but I'm cool.
No, you look like a bouncer. Can I see your ID?
Literally.
Bro, you are not 21. Get out of here.
Right.
Let me see your ID, please.
Right. Oh, dude, your beard is out of control.
I'm on the guest list, though,
cleaned
Adam.
it finally.
Back of the line.
All right, go ahead, man. And you didn't use the Magic Dolphin to pick these, right?
No Magic Dolphin.
Okay, good.
Justin, if you're watching this, I'm never listening to you again.
The Dolphin's never been wrong.
I don't think Art's going to like this one.
Okay.
But I'll leave that one for last. We'll start with hockey. We got the Boston Bruins playing the New York Rangers. I have the over at 5.5. Again, that's back-to-back nights. I'm taking the hockey over. The second one is going to be the St. Louis Blues.
Okay.
Straight up on a money line. You're just taking them to win. I think that one's pretty simple. This is the one that scares me, though. Portland Trail Blazers last night were involved in a shootout with the 76ers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm taking them to win tonight in a back-to-back. That is risky.
Who are they playing tonight?
It's one of my rules not to break, but they're playing
Andre Drummond and the Cavs.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
They'll beat the Cavs, man.
You'd imagine that. The Cavs have screwed me multiple times this year in games like this. So
No, the Cavs started off hot, but they're turning into the exact shit team you thought the Cavs were going to be.
Yeah, we'll see. Andre Drummond still doesn't know how to do anything on the court except rebound, so that's good to see. The next game is the Pelicans versus the Mavericks. I'm going to take the under, shockingly, but it's at 233.5. I mean, you're basically betting on both teams to go over 110. One of them's playing back-to-back nights. I don't know. I don't see it. So I'm going to go the under on that one. And then the last one is going to be for Saturday, actually. UFC? A UFC fight.
All right.
I'm not much.
Art, after he makes this bet, tell me what you think of it, okay, Art?
Well, he already shat on me pre-show for it.
I love the
But
word shat.
I'm taking Kamaru Usman.
Okay.
Over Gilbert Burns. He's the favorite. He hasn't lost in the UFC yet. So until he loses, I'm going to put my money on him. It's that simple. Art?
Yeah, I think that's a dumb bet.
Why do you think it's a dumb bet? Because last time he took your advice, you lost him $500.
Well,
right?
no, that was his own stupidity that lost $500.
But off of your advice.
No one told him to spend $500 on anything. Kamaru Usman's great. He's the most boring fighter in UFC history, and I think Gilbert Burns is going to be more explosive and knock him out.
Okay.
Most boring how? He never loses. He dominates all of his opponents.
Mainly all decisions, and they're boring fights. He is
he's a tactical fighter.
Nigerian version of GSP. He's a boring fighter.
So, but he's great.
Listen,
isn't
to tennis,
GSP
bro.
great?
Stick to tennis, bro.
Isn't GSP
Stick
great?
To tennis. You also thought Connor was going to
GSP
win.
was
Connor
great.
lost.
Connor was great.
Yeah. And then he got knocked out in the second round, but we won't talk about that.
Well, we'll find out Saturday. Are we gonna hang out and watch the fight Saturday?
I don't know
Art?
if you're gonna come over or not. I mean,
I don't think I want to hang out with
bullshit.
Art.
Last week he bullshitted you too.
Don't show up. I'll sleep with myself and watch it in my bed.
Well, listen, we got construction going on in the studio, so normally we would do the watch parties here in the studio, but we're gonna go maybe to Broadwell's.
We're going
house.
to Broadwell Estates. Ace is gonna be over there.
Where is Broadwell's estate?
Walled Lake.
No.
Can I say how
he said-
complicated it is to find his house?
It is super complicated.
Well,
yeah.
I grew up in that area, in the Walled Lake area, and there are no straight roads.
I drove like up and down for about 6 minutes.
Did you have to turn around?
Trying to find the address. The Google kept telling me I was there, but I was not.
Yeah,
it was the most confusing thing ever.
No, there's a spot in Walled Lake where you can be at Commerce, South Commerce, and Commerce.
Yeah.
Like 3 roads that all named Commerce converge right there by Walled Lake Central, and it gets confusing as hell because all the roads just are windy around the lakes.
Yeah.
Like none of them go east and west. Like when you get out here a little bit more to the east side, obviously, we're on a grid pattern. You know, mile roads run this way, name roads run this way.
And people drive like jackasses over there. I'm just going to say it. They're like, oh, I have expensive cars, so I'm going to ride your ass in your Kia. Like, dude, it was the worst.
I like your car, Art. It's good for you. It fits your character.
What kind of...
Yeah, cheap, high interest rate. Thank you.
Yeah, high maintenance. Yeah, for sure.
High maintenance. Bitchy.
Bitchy. So that's your complete parlay right there?
Yeah. I just posted it in the Best Bets Michigan Facebook group.
Okay.
Go ahead and join it if you guys want. There's a lot of good people on there. It's not just me, guys. There's a guy, I believe, Miles Bentley.
He's like winning every
there's
single
a lot
day.
of
There's a
people
guy
putting
named
their
Manny, too, that's killing
But please, everybody at home, not only be responsible, don't be like Art. Don't take other people's bets and then complain when they're wrong. Thank you.
Yeah.
You can't do that. That's like the #1 rule with betting.
Shut up.
Well, you can't.
God, just shut up.
Like that, you can't do that. You're taking someone's advice.
You did that the other day. What are you talking about?
I know, and I learned from it.
Thanks for fucking me on that bet. I really appreciate it.
I learned from my mistake.
Yeah, and that's why I say I don't even like giving people fantasy football advice. Like when Anson and I do the fantasy football show, I'll give my advice to the universe. But when somebody addresses me like, hey, should I start A or B? I don't want that pressure. Like, I don't want you to come back to me on Monday and be like, I lost the game because of you. It's like, no, you lost the game because you couldn't make a decision.
My workaround around that is I usually ask the person, like, what's your gut feeling? And if their gut feeling matches my opinion, I'll give them my opinion.
Okay.
If it's not, I say, listen, man, honestly, it's a tough one. You can't go wrong either way. Pick who you got to pick.
You're on your own, buddy.
Bro, you're betting on tennis. What are you talking about?
And I just
you know
won $98.
nothing about tennis.
Bro, it was
Betting
a
on
7
tennis.
parlay.
I hit 7 tennis a 7-pick tennis parlay.
You telling me he don't know tennis?
$20 into 98. I know tennis. Granted, I took all the favorites, but they won.
And anybody who likes tennis, make sure you go watch Josh Baker's bit that he put up yesterday. It's called Quick Hits. It comes out every Tuesday and Thursday at 4 o'clock right here on the Woodward Sports Network. And Josh's takes are amazing. Fish watched that whole thing like so intently and was commentating on Josh's commentating. It was amazing to watch. So if you like tennis, go check it out. And if you want to laugh, go check it out because Josh's delivery just cracks me up.
He said the word Australian in there. at one time of it, I think, and Fish just lit up.
Yeah.
Fish was so excited that I was betting on tennis. He's like, oh, "You're taking Djokovic?" Or, like all these players. I'm like,
Joker.
yeah. I'm picking him, Fish.
So those are Adam's parlays of the day. Actually, he'll post them in the chat too right now, and we'll post them on Best Bets Michigan. It's a Facebook group with like 300 or 400 people in it right now, but we're looking to grow that with good bettors or people that don't know what they're doing and get good advice on some experts. And every morning at 8:50, Adam will be on to give his parlay of the day. You could take the entire parlay or pick games out of that because those are pretty safe bets that we feel around here at Woodward Sports. And we're going to take a 15-second break. When we come back, Joey's News.
Ooh.
Hang on.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
Hire a graduate of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
What's that, Art? Welcome back to the Woodward Sports Network. This is the Morning Woodward Show. My name is Stick. Corey is back on stage. Joey is here. Fish is here. Adam's here. Art is here. And, I love going through
Why is
Adam's.
Art here?
Because Art's the best, man. Like, I don't know why everybody at this network feels they're able to pick on Art. Like, Art is my homie. We've been trying to work together for so many years. We finally got the opportunity here.
And look how it's going.
He's a good sport.
Shit show.
He takes a lot of shit around here, but Art is one of the hardest workers that I've ever been around. He's a creative guy. He's a fun guy.
Stick, why don't you do the news update, please? So it'll be done right.
So it'll be done right.
Hey.
So let's get into it. It's time. Blast this, Art. Blast this. It's time for Joey's News.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's News.
Let's go.
So Matthew Stafford and his wife Kelly are leaving Detroit on a high note and giving back for the city and the inner city, which we all appreciate. $1 million pledge to build an education center in Detroit. It's going to be called the Kelly and Matthew Stafford and Friends Education Center in Detroit's Lipke Park. And this is just going to be an amazing, beautiful facility, including 6 classrooms, learning labs, vocational training space, and an auditorium in a 20,000 square foot facility. The Detroit Lions are signing former Saints tight end Alize Mack.
God, I should have brought a bottle of Alize today. I'm so disappointed at myself.
Corey brought the orange juice with it.
Orange juice.
We would have been turning it up today. So Alize Mack was drafted by the Saints, and he was waived at the end of the training camp. So he hasn't really played in the NFL. He's been on the practice squad, but he's coming from Notre Dame, where he balled out as their tight end in 2018. So I'm excited to see him, especially to add that with the Hawkinson, our Pro Bowler. It's going to be a dynamic duo.
Yeah, and like you said, he got drafted by New Orleans, so Dan Campbell was probably a big part of that. He was their tight end coach there, so he has familiarity with Alize Mack. And that's how you got to say it. You can't just say, we have Alize Mack. It's, I got Alize Mack.
Hey man, he doesn't look like the well. He's obviously not the JUCO guy that you want, but he damn sure looks like one.
That's right, baby.
The Detroit Pistons unfortunately took a little bit of a spanking yesterday from the Indiana Pacers, lost by 16 points, and in this video, you see one of my favorite plays from the game. Sekou passing up that three-pointer, deking him, and then hitting him with a slam dunk. Jamie Grant only had 9 points that game, but Beef Stew did ball out. And Dennis Smith Jr. made his debut. All the talk's been about him. He only dropped 4 points in 16 minutes, but I'm glad to see that Coach Dwayne Casey gave him 16 minutes on the court to really let him get his feel out there.
Yeah, Dennis Smith will be fine. I mean, he's he's a fast point guard. He'll be fine in the system. Really, Casey's system is built around point guards playing defense. So as long as he D's up, we're good.
Yep. Celtics, who are the Pistons, playing tonight at 8 p.m. So at least we got a game tonight, and then we got a game tomorrow night, too, with the Red Wings taking on the Predators again, who we ended up losing yesterday 3-2. The Detroit Red Wings lost to the Nashville Predators, and this guy, Dante Fabro, is the reason we lost. He put a goal in with 59.2 seconds left in the game. I thought we were going to pull it off.
Yeah, did you see that one goalie? I forget what team he was on, but he left the ice when the game was tied, and he left the net open.
No.
I saw that yesterday, yeah. The whole team on the bench was like, get back, get back,
They scored?
No, they didn't score, but yeah, it was a brain fart.
I wish
for
they
sure.
scored low-key.
Yeah.
And then one viral video that I want to show you to end this Woodward Sports Update. Two teams that I've never heard of. Longwood ended up beating Gardner-Webb with this half-court shot at the buzzer?
No, before the buzzer. That's the best part.
Before the buzzer. But they tricked him into thinking this shot was at the buzzer. There was 1 second left on the shot clock, but the shot clock just wasn't reset for the other team. He actually shot with 6 seconds left, but he did end up making it, as you see, winning the game for Longwood, which was unbelievable. And I just wanted to give a quick little shout out to the LWI Center because if that was me on the court yesterday, I would have seen that there was still 6 seconds on the court, and I would not have let that happen. But he did end up making it, so it's all good. But the LWI Center, that's where I got 2015 vision, all thanks to Dr. Yeldo and the amazing team there. Custom LASIK with cats. That's what I got done. Took 5 minutes. Changed my life forever. Now, don't have to worry about glasses, stick. You don't have to worry about contacts.
Nope. And I look so nice on camera. Like, I would not be sitting up here with glasses on because I never felt comfortable with glasses. Like, I'd be doing the show blind if it wasn't for Yaldo.
So you're ripping on Corey right now for wearing glasses.
Corey can feel comfortable. He looks like a debonair man. I did not feel comfortable in my glasses. It wasn't me.
So just give them a call and feel them out for yourself. It's a free evaluation, 1-800-398-EYES, or check out the website, YeldoEyeCenter.com.
So, Art, I sent you a video yesterday. Actually, we didn't get to it. It involved Randy Johnson and throwing a pitch and hitting a bird. It's in the prep from yesterday if you want to go find it, because I definitely want to show that video while we're talking about this. It's Friday, so I kind of wanted to have a little fun topic here. Randy Johnson, if you're not familiar with him, he was probably one of the greatest left-handed pitchers of all time in baseball. Dude was like 6'7". He threw 100 miles an hour. He played for the Seattle Mariners, and then he ended up playing for the Arizona Diamondbacks later on in his career, winning a World Series. Him and Kurt Schilling were the 1-2 punch there. But Randy Johnson is a beast of a man. And he literally looks like he's from downriver. Like, he's got the flowing, the faux hawk out back and all that good stuff. There was a report that came out, and it's kind of resurfaced now, that Randy Johnson doesn't keep a gun by his bed for intruders. What do you think Randy Johnson keeps by his bed to get intruders to leave the house?
Baseballs or rocks?
Baseball bat.
Baseballs. Dude keeps a bag of baseballs by his bed. So if you're an intruder breaking into Randy Johnson's house, he is going to hit you with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball right at your head. That's what he said. He's like, I'll just aim at their head with a bag of baseballs. Could you imagine being a robber? First of all, I can't imagine that, but I break into a house, and next thing you know, there's a 6'7" dude with a rocket arm just pelting you with baseballs.
Dude, 102 mile per hour. That was the fastest pitch he had. Imagine just catching a freaking ball. Like, that'd be the most unexpected thing in the world. Like, I can understand getting clocked with a baseball bat or something because, yeah, that's what people do.
Did you guys ever play baseball?
No.
I did not play.
Okay, so I was a catcher, and like once a ball gets up over probably like 75 miles an hour, you hear a sizzle on it. So that's the last thing they would hear is like a squish, and they'd just be done.
And you got a mitt, so you're catching it, so that's a little bit, and you still feel it.
So one thing I wanted to ask you guys, because what do you keep by your bed besides a gun to help you against a home invader?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Oh, you don't?
All right, everybody go rob Corey.
Right, that's the spot to go get. For me, I got a golf club.
You keep a golf club?
I got a golf club, but the funny part to it is it's a golf club. The last time I went to the golfing range, I hit the grass before actually hitting the ball, that the club itself broke and flew off. So it's a golf club without the actual head to it. So it's like a stick.
It's just a long stick?
Just a long stick. I didn't want to throw it away. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just keep this by my bed.
Dude, that will not do damage to anybody.
Oh, yes, it will. If
no,
you still whack them. I also got someone else by my bed, but I mean, that's what I got next to it.
Do you throw your vibrating alarm clock at him?
Yes.
Here you go, thief.
Yes.
Take my vibrating alarm clock.
Ain't no one going to mess with me.
I keep a baseball bat by my bed.
What kind? You got like a pink bat?
No, it's a wooden Louisville Slugger. And it is, I went with wood because I wanted to stick classic. You know, I didn't want to go aluminum like the kids play with. I want to be a man and have my wood bat. But no, you break into my house and I don't feel I need my gun, you're getting the bat upside your head.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything. That doesn't say that my cousin, who's my roommate, that's another story. Just me, I don't have it.
Are you guys light sleepers or deep sleepers? Because I'm
light.
super
I'm
deep.
light.
Super light.
Really? So you guys would at least hear the home invader when he breaks in?
I hear when my cousin opens the refrigerator.
Wow. Yeah, I hear when my cat jumps off the bed. Wow. It's like, what is that? We're getting some great responses in the comments right now. I keep my cell phone to call the police. Dan Notini keeps a knife by the bed, so you're getting shanked if you break into Dan's house in Waterford. Bear spray. I love that. Bear spray. Art and Flint, what do you keep up by your bed?
I've got a machete next to my bed that I like.
Are you serious? A machete?
Yeah, it's like one that I bought from Harbor Freight. It was like $30, so I picked one up.
So you would actually machete somebody if they broke into your house?
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Last night I watched a video of this dude getting shot, and it really messed with me. So I fell asleep, and I had a nightmare that someone came into my house and that I had to kill him. So like, it's weird that we're like talking about this, but I woke up with like this sense of guilt because I think people can talk about it, but like when you see it on the internet or you see it in real life, like that's a lot. Like you're killing someone, you're ending their life. But hell yeah, someone breaks into my house,
trying to kill you.
What did you kill him with in your dream?
With a machete.
With a machete?
Yeah.
All right.
It was weird.
So it's already in your subconscious that you're going to kill somebody.
Don't say that, because like I say it all the time. I live in a trailer park, but it's not like a really bad trailer park. But I witnessed somebody rob somebody's car last year, and all I did was go, "Hey, don't do that." I'm like, I don't care that you're my neighbor, bro. That ain't my problem. I'm sorry. I'm not getting in the middle of it.
I just picture Crocodile Dundee. Art pulls it out like, that's not a knife. This is a knife. And
it's like the length of my arm. It's a huge machete. Yeah.
I need to be like my grandma though, man. My grandma has a shotgun under her bed and then got a Glock on her nightstand.
I got a Glock in my nightstand too. Yeah.
Granny.
Badass granny.
Granny's packing.
Because what happened was I think somebody tried to jump over the fence and I think tried to break in one of my uncle's cars or something like that, and she literally opened the door and went all over the top and just pop.
Wait, what?
So your granny's just popping off caps into the neighborhood?
Hey, somebody tried to jump over that fence and get something. She was ready.
Did she get him? She got him?
No, they didn't. She yelled. She fired the warning shot. So I guess they went ahead and dipped.
That's amazing.
We're like, we ain't going back to that old lady's house.
I want to meet grandma.
I just see like Corey's grandma just like pulling it out of her brassiere too. Like, just she has all types of things.
Right.
Gun, knife, like just ready to rock if you break into her house. Your boy Ant says he has a sword by his bed. Is that true?
That sounds like Ant.
Like a ninja
samurai sword ready to go?
He probably got nunchucks too.
That is hilarious.
Nunchucks would be badass.
Yeah, so I keep a baseball bat. Joey keeps
a broken golf club.
Yeah, that's so
I also
light.
have a gun, but I mean, I have
without
that.
the club head, that golf club is useless. You're just like whacking somebody with a light stick.
Dude, it's like a metal little rod thing, though.
Yeah, but it's not like thick and heavy. It's not like
thin little
steel.
rod.
Right. It's hollow.
So you'll take a swing from that? Like you would take a hit?
You can bring that in today and hit me with that, and I will take your full hit right to the arm. Because that's all an intruder is going to do is block it with one arm. It's not... I mean,
dude, that thing will hurt.
I would only be scared of a golf club if it's Tiger Woods swinging it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. If I saw Joey coming at me with a little thin, like, metal aluminum stick, get out of my house, I'd be like, what is this guy doing?
You at least need a little stick to just get some space.
Yeah.
You need a second. I need a second to at least get him away from me or her away from me. So then I can do the real damage.
Yeah, my only concern is that I keep the baseball bat by my bed, is that if I get caught in the hallway with the intruder, like that baseball bat's kind of worthless because you're not getting the full swing on it. So, that's why I said, if I don't need my gun, we're going baseball bat.
Yeah.
But I thought it was hilarious that Randy Johnson literally keeps a bag of baseballs by his bed.
I put up the news article.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he said, I don't own a gun.
He
I don't own a gun, but I keep a bag of baseballs near our bed. If someone breaks in, they better be wearing a batting helmet because I'm going to throw it at their head.
Isn't that amazing?
I'm just thinking, like, that might do more damage.
Oh, you could kill somebody.
That might do the most damage coming just from him. Like, that guy might be knocked out on spot.
Right to the temple, you're done.
Oh, and hearing that sizzle, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, that sizzle is what, because you get a split second of it, you know? And if you didn't see Randy Johnson during his career, he actually killed a bird while pitching. Have you ever seen this video?
Oh,
Corey?
yeah, I remember that.
It happened many years ago, so we don't have great footage, high-def footage of it. But
we can't post it because of PETA anyway, so, you know.
No, you can post it.
All right, I'll find it.
Like, you can play it.
Yeah.
I sent it to you in the link.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's all there in the link. But to me, this was one of the craziest moments in all of sports. Like, literally, a seagull flies by right at the moment this dude's throwing 102 miles an hour, and the thing just explodes, and you just see feathers go everywhere.
This is messed up, but them seagulls are annoying as hell at baseball games, too.
Seagulls? Yeah. So, Randy Johnson, I would not want to break into his house and get hit by a baseball. I wouldn't want to break into my house and get hit by a baseball bat.
Or my house with the golf club.
Or Art's machete.
Yeah.
Art keeps a machete. That is one thing I learned about Art this morning that I absolutely love. Let's do this. Let's take a quick break. When we come right back, Joey has been going around all of Metro Detroit helping out workers that were in the industry that couldn't wait tables for a while, and obviously COVID's had an effect on a lot of people financially. So we're just trying to help out where we can, right, Joey?
Yeah, that's all we're doing, making the world a little bit of a happier place.
And where did you go yesterday?
I went to Starters in Detroit on Woodward.
Nice. Okay,
in Midtown.
Cool. Well, we're going to talk about that coming up next right after this break.
Spinning him down and putting the ball in the one. Second and goal.
George! What's up, George? Hey, George! Hey, Joy! Hey!
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show right here on the Woodward Sports Network. Thank you for watching us on Twitter, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram Live, and make sure you follow us everywhere on TikTok at Woodward Sports. Plus, we got our Woodward Sports app coming out within the next few weeks, which we're all very excited about around here. What we're also excited about is giving back to the Metro Detroit community and just being a part of the city and ingraining ourselves in the fabric, because it's been a tough year for a lot of people, and we just want to help out where we can. So, Joey, explain a little bit about what you've been doing all week long and kind of intro this video.
So all week been going around to different restaurants, and I did a little post on my Instagram asking people who's your favorite waiter or waitress, anyone in the restaurant industry, because I wanted to go out and just support them. And then the idea all came out because when restaurants finally opened back up, I realized how happy they were to get back to work because they've been closed for so long throughout this pandemic.
Right.
That we just wanted to go out and make these waiters and waitresses a little happier by giving a little bit of an extra tip. So in this video, yesterday went out to Starters Bar and Grill in Detroit on Woodward in Midtown, and I got a little inside word from the team that Mary loves Tom Brady. Like, Mary wants to marry Tom Brady. So I went in and I started messing with it a little bit. You hear in this video where I was kind of just messing and saying Tom Brady sucks and all that, even though I do not mean that at all. And then ended with a little happiness by giving her a little extra tip.
Hey, it's Joey from Woodward Sports, and I am back with another edition of Joey Gives the Tip. And today is Mary. We're here on Woodward. You hear the cars, you hear the traffic. I'm so happy to see people back inside of restaurants. We're at Starters Bar and Grill in Detroit on Woodward, and I'm gonna surprise Mary with $100. I'm gonna just leave it there as a tip and walk out and see her reaction. What's up, my man? Hey, let me get a Starters, baby. What's up, Starters? Hey, you know I had to listen. A lot. So my name's Joey from Woodward Sports, and we've been going around all week supporting are restaurant industry workers, and everybody been telling me about Mary, and we had to come here because a lot of people. Oh, thank you. A lot of people said that Mary hates Tom Brady, so I had to come support her.
Oh no, I love Tom Brady.
They say you hate him.
Ali didn't tell you that?
You like Tom Brady?
I love Tom Brady. I'm his biggest fan.
Really?
Yeah.
He's trash though.
He wins me a lot of money.
Does he?
Yes.
Hey, well, Tom Brady's the reason why you just got another $100.
Thank you.
Hey, you gotta say Woodward Sports, let's go.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Take care, all right?
All right, thank you.
I see you. So good. And by the way, I do love Tom Brady. I just want to clear the airwaves on that one. Love Tom Brady, but not as much as Mary did, and she was just amazing.
So you got one more place to go this week, right? Or you done?
No, I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah, it's Friday, sadly.
We got to keep doing this.
Yeah, I'll go to any place.
Yeah, let's go to a couple places over the weekend and keep doing this. And if you know of anybody that's been struggling through this whole pandemic, that was waiting tables or whatever in the service industry, let us know. You can tweet us at Woodward Sports or get at me, Joey, Corey on Instagram. Anywhere you can reach us, just let us know and we'll try to make something happen for them.
It's seriously, this made me realize like the smallest things make people so happy.
Yeah.
And listen, we were giving away $100, but it could just be a little extra tip.
Right.
And you're just going to see them open up their little book and see that extra tip and then just smile.
Yeah, and that's what we love about having you as a part of the Woodward Sports Network, Joey. Like, this is what you do. You just make people happy, right?
And that's what we all do.
That's
Make
what we
people
do.
happy. Hopefully we make you happy while watching this show as well, too.
And hopefully we make you happy as Tom Brady was yesterday.
He was happy yesterday, too?
At the parade?
Oh, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, that parade was freaking, he was the happiest man in America.
Oh, my God. Tom Brady is living everybody's dream life. Would you say that?
I mean, yeah. You winning 7 Super Bowls. You got a bad wife. Got money out the wazoo. Yeah. Living his best life.
Yeah, and speaking of living your best life, make sure you go to Levels Provisionary Center. It's opening in Ferndale coming up probably like a month or so, but it's at Enjoy Levels on Instagram. If you're watching us on Instagram Live right now, pop on over there, give them a follow. These guys are going to change the dispensary game in Detroit, really. They're taking it, obviously, their name is Levels, but they are taking it to the next level. Great product. Great service, clean, and like I said, great product, which is probably the most important thing. So make sure you check them out. Enjoy Levels. It's a provisioning center or dispensary, whatever you want to call it. It's amazing, and it's coming to Detroit soon. But back on to Tom Brady. So I wanted to kind of have a discussion. If you could trade lives with one person, who would it be? Because right now I'm thinking nobody on this planet has a better life than Tom Brady right now.
Yeah.
Like who? Who could it be?
I thought about this too, and there was a couple people, and I was like, LeBron would be so fun to be, because just the life he has. And I was like, Jordan would be sweet, but then I was like, nah, but he's getting a little bit older. But then I was like, well, he got that Jordan brand, and it's killing it. So the one person that I want to pick is Ronaldo.
Ronaldo?
And I'm not even a soccer guy like that. But you look at what Ronaldo is to not only sports in America, just freaking globally, across the entire universe. He is just one of the biggest names in sports. And all-around good guy, and makes a ton of money. And just
important.
Just runs the world, I feel like, in the sports world.
Corey, who would you want to be? If you could pick anybody else in the world to trade lives with right now, who would it be?
Question. Just real quick, do I have to have this person's, mentality or just their life?
No, yeah, you're not going to turn into the person. You're just swapping lives with them.
Oh, swapping lives? Floyd Mayweather.
Really?
Money Mayweather.
Money May.
Really?
I wouldn't want to be him, but I'll take that life, man. Money May.
For what reason? The Money May?
Just being Money May. Just being able to have that big ass house, all of those cars. I'm not really much of a car, but I really
you would be if you had that money.
Oh yeah, if I had that money. But I would love to be Money May just for one day. Not who he is as a person, because I think as a person, I think he's trash. But his lifestyle, I love Money May.
Okay, Art, if you could trade lives with one person on the planet right now, who would it be?
It would be Fish because he has no responsibilities and he gets to watch sports all day. So no kids, no nothing. He's got the best life ever.
Dude,
I wish I could be Fish for one day.
Fish does live a charmed life. I mean, he comes here, he hangs out with us all day, he gives us
Well,
shit.
I mean, he hangs out with me. You guys are okay. But he hangs out with me.
And he gets all them snacks for that Lexus, baby.
He drives
You know
a
life's
Lexus.
good.
He doesn't have to pay rent. He lives with his parents. He sleeps on a comfortable couch. Yeah, Fish is a good option, man. I'm not going to lie. If we break it down on everything that he's got going on, Fish would not be a bad option. And by the way, Fish's facts are coming up in 25 minutes right here on the Woodward Sports Network.
Who are you picking?
I had a rough time thinking about it. Like, the only people I could think that, like, live a better life than Tom Brady right now are kind of like maybe a Leonardo DiCaprio. Because every time you see that dude, he's on a yacht with a different chick doing badass things. You know he's got more money than God, too. So that the money thing, after you're so rich, doesn't really matter how rich you are. And then you can think about if we're only going for money, do you want to be like an Elon Musk?
Right,
Like
Elon
how
Musk.
amazing would that be, Elon Musk?
That's true. I mean, that's the thing. If money's the motive on this question, there's so many people you could choose that's got a lot of money, but there's got to be more to it. You don't want to be an asshole. You want to be the person that's got money and is young, has a great
That's what
career
I'm thinking.
going for him.
DiCaprio, man. I would cash that DiCaprio check, because you're walking into any restaurant, anywhere you want to go in the world, essentially. He's world famous. You're, like I said, you're pulling all the baddest chicks on the planet, period. Yeah. You have a great career. You're a good actor. I mean, and he seems like a fun guy because of the roles that he takes. Like, I want to hang out with the Jordan Belfort version of Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, that's what I want to hang out with. But he's really the only person that I could think of that has a better life than Tom Brady right now.
I look at Tom Brady and the dude's been beat up, so I'm sure there's going to be some like aftermath to his career of his body taking tolls. That's why I went with Ronaldo, because soccer is the softest sport in all sports. So it's like the dude's going to be fine. Once he finishes his career, he's going to be fine.
We got a couple in the comments right now. Joe Rogan. Rogan would
that's
be
a good
lot of
one.
fun. Art, you would like to be Joe Rogan, wouldn't you?
Yeah, actually, he just did an episode with Elon Musk, and I think he's like one of the only people to get Elon Musk to smoke weed with him. So yeah,
multiple times.
Yeah, multiple times. Yeah, that would be like the bucket list, obviously.
Well, that's what we're asking here.
Yeah, but like, to me, a more obtainable goal is switching lives with Fish for one day. Like, Fish, come over and watch my 7 kids. I'm gonna go, hang out on your couch and watch soccer at 3 in the morning.
But honestly, you're an MMA guy. Joe Rogan has access to everything MMA.
I'd want to be Dana White.
Dana
honestly.
White.
Yeah, because he has a decision in matchmaking. Joe Rogan just comes in and goes, oh, and that's it. So that's a fun job, but I would want to do the innards of it and like do matchmaking.
Okay. Maybe Tony Romo would be a fun life to have right now. So, like, all you do is just go in a booth and talk football for 4 hours, and it's what you've known your whole life. So his life isn't really that stressful.
Elon Musk could do that.
Elon Musk
he could buy
the whole.
He could buy ESPN and do his own.
Let's see. The Rock.
Damn. I want to switch my pick.
Good.
I want to switch my pick.
So
The Rock.
Vinny said The Rock. You choose
That's
The Rock?
a
Yeah, I choose The
good
Rock.
one.
Yeah.
Why would you choose The Rock over who else you pick?
I mean,
Over Floyd.
First off, the fact that you're the biggest star in Hollywood. He's the biggest star in Hollywood. And the fact that he was an 8-time WWF champion is a footnote on his career. He is getting paid out the wazoo. Anything he touches is gold. And he's also crushing the tequila game right now with Terramana, which is actually one of my favorite ones right now. It's one of my go-tos.
Well, Andy's got a TV show coming out called The Young Rock, and it's all about him growing up and stuff like that. So, yeah, The Rock would be a pretty charmed life.
He prints money.
You know who'd be another cool one?
Huh.
And this would have to just be like for a week or so, because the dude, I don't want to say he's going to die, but he's old. He's up there. Clint Eastwood.
What?
Clint Eastwood's such a badass to me. I've always loved Clint Eastwood so much.
He was talking to a chair a couple years ago. He's clearly not there anymore.
But it's like Clint Eastwood's like that old, like earlier in a couple years ago.
Betty White.
Yeah,
Betty White.
Betty White.
Betty
Joey's
White would
like,
be
I
dope.
want to die soon, so I'm going to pick Clint Eastwood.
Everybody respects the hell out of you, especially a Betty
No,
White.
they don't. Everybody thinks Clint Eastwood is off of his rocker, and he's
he is,
50 years past his prime.
But he's that old man that.
So you want to wake up in the morning, crap yourself, go drink your Metamucil.
That's the good life, Art.
For a week.
Let's see. I love this by Greg Chen. He said Tony Hawk. And if you don't know our friend Greg Chen, he's in a wheelchair. So I would assume like being Tony Hawk would be phenomenal to somebody who can't use their legs like he can, do backflips, do all that stuff. And Tony Hawk would be a fun existence.
Tony Hawk's still getting it, too. I mean, there's literally video from like 2 weeks ago of him killing in a half pipe.
Yeah,
like,
he was up at Modern not too long ago, too.
Yeah, he's a mythical creature.
There is one more for me. Richard Branson.
Richard, Jesus.
Yo, he said.
All right, I'd take Branson.
Yeah.
Virgin, yeah, not a bad guy.
He's a badass, too.
We got
Couple
Ryan
billion.
Reynolds from Jason Clark. Ryan Reynolds.
You know, just on a local level, like if Chad wants to switch lives for one day, I'll totally take Chad's life.
Chad Johnson
You
of
just
Lady
want to switch
James.
shoes with
Yo,
Chad.
he's
like,
got. Listen, I don't know what size shoe you wear, Chad, but I like those off-whites. I wear a 10.5. Get at me.
I like Mitch Miller here. Drake. Drake would be a great life to have right now.
I feel like he has a boring life outside of his music. Like, I feel like he's just at home, like, texting girls that don't respond to him anymore because he's done it too much.
And then he writes a song about when they don't call him back.
Here's why I would like to be Drake. You're the biggest star in the country, in the U.S. And even if you just say, you know what, they don't hate me anymore, I'm still Canada's biggest star ever.
Right.
So I'm the biggest star in 2 countries.
I love this. The bald dude from Brazzers.
That's
I'm
great.
just glad you call him the bald dude and didn't actually know his legit name.
No one knows his name.
Then I would have been like a little scared. Lexington Steel.
That's awesome.
Oh, man.
What about DJ Khaled? Just start yelling another one.
no,
Get
no.
paid.
He is
Hard
the
pass.
most annoying person on planet Earth.
Well,
We're the best.
And I just worry about heart attacks and health. Like,
That's
I don't
true.
want
It's
to
like saying you want to be Rick Ross. Like, no, I don't want that life. No.
Trick will take care of you if you're
Right.
Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Vin
I'd like to
Diesel.
I'd like to be Trick for a weekend. He smokes weed all day, represents Detroit well. Like, Trick, if you're watching this, let me switch lives with you for one day.
He's coming in actually later in the month.
Let's
So,
talk to him.
We got him coming in. We got Polo Frost coming in.
Yo, could we do you
Oh,
and me do a
Polo's
day
my-
in the life of Trick and we just hang out with him all day?
Yeah,
Let's
Done.
do it.
yeah, anytime.
You gotta let me know when Polo comes.
A week
So
from today.
Next Friday.
Oh yeah, I can't be here.
Why?
Polo got too many stories on me.
Oh, you know Polo like that?
Oh man, me and him tight. Like,
Oh,
yeah, that's my
man.
guy.
Dude has the #1 song on TikTok right now. It's amazing. And he's coming in here next Friday, and we'll do the dance.
Ipsy's own.
So shout out to Polo Frost. But I thought that was a fun conversation to get into. I mean, because you look at Tom Brady, and he checks all the boxes, man. He's smart. He's well-spoken. He's a champion. He's a leader. He has a wife that is the biggest supermodel on the planet. He's got great kids. And he has another kid by Bridget Moynihan, who's also a baddie and who is a movie star. Like, Tom Brady just has that charmed life. And if you want to go way back, he owned California as a high school kid. He owned the Midwest as a college kid. He owned the East Coast as a professional. And now he runs Florida. Like, Tom Brady's it, man.
That's the U.S.
Someone had commented, Mitch commented and said, okay, for real, Seth Rogen. That would be the best life ever. Just laughing with James Franco all day, smoking weed. What do you mean,
Making pottery.
What about this guy? I think he has the best roster ever, and I feel bad saying it, ladies, but Derek Jeter.
Oh, Jeter had a good
I
life.
feel bad saying it.
Yeah.
Derek Jeter had a great life.
The fact that Jeter had prize packs for the women he slept with and gave them to him when they walked out of his apartment is amazing.
Wait, what?
You never heard that story?
No, like a gift bag?
Literally gift
like
bag.
literally, like a signed jersey. Here's some cleats, bitch.
No,
Get
he
the-
didn't.
I swear to
a
God,
signed
man.
jersey? Yo, I just...
Like, thanks for the ass. Here's a jersey. Have a nice day.
No, real talk. Google, it's on Google. It's a picture. Google Derek Jeter's dating diamond.
Yeah. And he would give them gift baskets. But to me, the best part is, like, dude must have had a whole fucking closet full of gift baskets for every chick he brought over. And he just pull one out and, like, here you go. Thanks for the ass. And I wonder if he had different levels of gift baskets for how well she performed while she was with him.
Yo, come on.
Dude, put it up, Art. Put it up.
Like one of them, you just get a jersey.
Only person who rivals Derek Jeter is Nick Cannon's corny ass.
Ooh, I don't know.
No, Nick. Hey,
Got
Nick,
Mariah's name tattooed on his back? Sorry, bro. Get me out of that.
Yo,
I want no part of that.
You had mentioned, like, what the level of, like, hey, if you did well in, the sack, some of them only got signed baseball. So, like, could Could you imagine, like, oh, I had a great time. Yeah, he throws her a ball.
Here you go, bitch. She just tosses it to her. I love she walks out the door.
So bad.
I mean,
Nick
Uber's
Cannon-
downstairs. Here's your signed baseball.
I mean, Nick Cannon has had a pretty good list now that you mention it.
man.
Nick Cannon's a clown.
He's got Mariah Carey's name tattooed on
He's
his
a
back.
clown.
Clown show.
What's
Heidi
Team Eminem over here?
Klug, Christina Milian.
Oh, there you go.
See?
I'd take Christina. I'd be on time for that. I love Christina Milian. Oh, man. So, yeah, if you got a suggestion on who you would want to be, Kevin Hart pops in the timeline right now.
That'd be dope.
That'd be fun.
Kevin Hart's got an awesome life. And he does podcasting and everything.
I know.
so-
I just wouldn't want to be under 5'6".
Yeah.
I'm so sick of you, like, small shaming people. It really pisses me off.
Does it?
It really does.
Is that why you make fun of me for being
Yeah,
tall?
I'm like,
oh, look, it's me. I'm tall.
I'm probably the shortest person in my family. But I can at least have to be tall enough to reach something on the top counter. Kevin Hart probably got to get a step ladder. I can't be that short.
He can buy a gold-plated ladder. Shut the fuck up.
I love his relationship with The Rock, though. Like, they have the best relationship. Paul Rudd would be a fun one because you're never aging and you're going to live forever. Like, I would be Paul Rudd. Justin Verlander, I would love to be Justin Verlander. Did you see that picture with Kate Upton he posted 2 days ago?
No.
Smoke show.
Can I tell
Whose
you a
IG
quick
is it
story?
on
So
his?
It's on his, yeah.
I was obsessed with Kate Upton for
Yeah.
a while, and when I worked in South Bend, I found her agent's number, and I called them so many times on the radio that they said if I was to call again, they would block my number and call the
Really?
cops. Yeah, I called, and I was like, I just want to speak to Kate Upton. I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah, I tried to pretend I was Justin Verlander and walked into their house. I was like, honey, I'm home. No, I didn't do that, but
Okay.
I didn't do that. I'm just over here looking at Kate Upton. Don't mind me.
are you right now?
Yep, don't mind me.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Joey.
Joey, we're doing a show.
Art,
Come on.
throw up some Kate Upton pictures while we're
Oh,
doing
I
this.
got you for that.
Yeah,
Give me a
throw
Can
second.
we do that for the next 30 minutes?
Coming up in, let's see, in 14 minutes, we got Fish's Facts. In little over 19 minutes, we got the Dumbass of the Day coming up with Joey. And we want to also talk, since these guys, obviously, that we're talking about, we trade lives with, Justin Verlander, he's got his Valentine's Day plans planned out, I'm sure, for Sunday, because he got himself a baddie in Kate Upton. Like, what do you think Tom Brady does for Giselle?
Can we just stop for a second and appreciate the great that is Kate Upton? She's up on the screen now.
Oh, yeah.
She's just, and I didn't want to do like a full body picture because then it's like, oh, women shave. No, listen, there's a reason why.
Pull up the video of her doing the Dougie.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
the
Yeah.
slow-mo.
That's
Yeah.
my
I
favorite.
just kind of wanted to
slow-mo.
show respect. It's her eyes, it's her face, it's everything.
Right, he's being so disrespectful, just
I'm not
looking at
being
her breasts.
disrespectful. Listen, she did the Dougie and put it out there for all of us to see. That was for all of us, baby.
Gosh.
She did that for me. She did that for Art.
Look
She
at
did that
Art
for
over
you.
there searching the video.
Frantically.
I mean, if you bring it up.
And you
But
got-
to this Valentine's Day topic, Fish, I really need you to get Adam on this because we got to call him out on this one.
Why? What did Adam do?
We got
Or
to
what
call him
didn't
out.
Adam do?
We got to call him out.
What's
on
your
this.
plans for Valentine's Day, Joey?
I got a reservation tomorrow night.
Where at?
I couldn't get Sunday. I was too late.
Yeah.
This place called Nara. It's like one of them hibachi places.
Oh, nice.
It's in West Bloomfield. It's a really, really good spot. I just honestly just wanted to support local businesses and go out.
Corey, you got any plans for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I'm going out to this restaurant in Utica, the only one I could freaking find because everywhere is booked. But
Hey, I don't want to call them out, but because I do like the Rusty Bucket, but I went on Open Table. The Rusty Bucket is the only place that you can get a reservation. It's literally Rusty Bucket here, every single city.
I seen it too. I was
seen it.
And I was like, damn, Rusty Bucket got all these slots open.
So Adam's going to slide on producer cam real quick with
Oh,
Art.
man.
Because, Joey, you wanted to call Adam out for what?
All right, first of all, fuck you for bringing this up. All right.
First off,
Second
fuck
of
you,
all,
bitch.
second of all, I figured it out. So we're not even
No,
gonna
you
do this.
didn't.
I did.
How?
What do you mean? I finessed.
Okay, let's preface this real quick. So the other day we're in the office. This was on Wednesday, and we were back there, and Adam's like, I gotta make a Valentine's Day reservation real quick. And I was like, dude, you're kidding me. Because I had just been through this the other day on Sunday of last week where I could not find a single reservation anywhere on Valentine's Day this Sunday. So Adam's like, come on, are you serious? And he starts looking through. He's like, dude, there's nothing. And I was like, dude, just do something on Saturday. He was like, I know, but I messed up because I told her I made a reservation.
Oh, you committed to something you already didn't do?
Well, here's how I finessed out of it. You guys can learn from the pro.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't tell her where I reserved, right? So technically, I reserved at our house. I'm gonna cook a nice dinner.
Oh. You're gonna do that, like, babe. I set up a nice table. I'm gonna cook you dinner.
100%. Fuck yeah.
You gotta go all out.
I got it
No
all prepared.
candles.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
What are
we
you
got-
cooking for dinner, Adam?
Yeah, we got mashed potatoes, steaks, lobster, the whole 9 yards.
Lobster?
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Damn,
oh, yeah.
son.
Surf and turf, baby.
Are paying off.
Yeah, super romantic. You know, I'll have the candles, have a nice cloth sheet over the.
Are you gonna
over
kill
the-
your own animal to cook
No.
the steaks? No. Why are you laughing? Like that's one of my favorite things about Adam is I just picture dead carcasses in his basement. He goes down there
One
and
day.
chops off a lamb loin
Listen,
and throws
man,
it on the grill.
Post COVID, whenever this shit's over, you guys are gonna come over and we're gonna have some
You're
fun.
gonna sacrifice a lamb and drink its blood in front of everyone.
Art is so dramatic.
Initiation art.
He can't fathom that
I would
there's
do it.
people in the world that can cut their own meat.
No, that's part of your culture, and to me that's an amazing thing. Like I don't know. I think when in my head I picture going
Listen,
to Adam's
when are
house.
we gonna
and
go
there's just-
art hunting?
What's that?
Put art in a field. We can go art hunting. Put art in a field. We give
Like
him
the
2
most
hours.
dangerous game?
2 hours to live.
We're gonna do the most dangerous game with art. We should do that with paintball guns.
I'm telling you.
You guys will not find me.
When I was a kid, we used to go in the woods with BB guns and shoot each other and like play war. And one kid I know still has a BB about 4 inches in his ass. In his ass.
Oh man.
So
I'm glad you had the recovery, Adam.
Yeah, it was smooth, man. She brought it up. She's like, "Did you find a reservation?" I'm like, "Well, the reservation was actually at our house. I had to play smooth."
So Art, what's your plans? Did you make plans with your wife?
Yeah, ours
No, we bought shoes for each other. It's like
You
what
bought
else?
what?
We bought
Shoes?
shoes. Yeah. What else do we need to do?
That was cute. So she got you shoes, and then she actually hustled you too because you went and got her the J's.
Well, no. What had happened was that she surprised me with Valentine's gift, and I found out they were shoes, and I was like, oh, now I gotta go buy her shoes. No, it was nice. But yeah, I'm not doing anything.
So wait, Corey, you mentioned you were going out. Do you have a special young lady we don't
Oh,
know about on the
yeah.
show? Like I ain't gonna let that slip.
Oh yeah.
Hey, man, you know, a gentleman never tells.
Yeah, but you're not a gentleman, so tell.
Damn.
Touche.
Is this a new one? Is this an old one? Are you going back in the inventory? What you doing?
The inventory. Wow, Joey.
At this time, I would like to exercise my Fifth Amendment rights
Yeah,
to prevent myself from self-incrimination.
Corey got like 3 chicks lined up. That's why he doesn't want to commit to one.
At this time, I'd like to exercise my First Amendment, the freedom of speech. So, Corey, you better tell us who the hell this is.
I'll tell you after this. Not on air.
I gotta be honest, I don't have any plans at this point.
Really?
Yeah, as you know, my wife just got back in town from being away for like 3 weeks. I had someone come and clean the house, like deep clean the house, but that's not like a romantic gift. I bought a bunch of firewood.
But you got the best gift ever. You get to hang out with Woody. I get
do.
to hang out with kids and change their diapers. You get to hang out with a pup and just like watch football and get high.
Yeah. Well, there's no football, but I still get high.
You can watch highlights.
Here's where you have something in your advantage because she has been traveling for 2.5 weeks.
Right.
So she's only been eating at restaurants and eating carry out. So maybe she's sick of that. So you could just do something at home.
Yeah, I'll probably do like what we did New Year's, get some crab legs and a nice steak or something. And grill
Where
it
are you getting crab legs and steak? What?
Dude, you know how easy crab legs are to cook?
No.
Dude, they're super easy.
That's out of my tax bracket, bro.
Oh my God, crab legs are out of your tax.
I'm going to Long John Silver's when I think of seafood,
We'll get
bro.
you crab with the K, and then you can serve that.
Invitation crab.
It's just haddock or whatever, haddock or whatever.
Food poisoning.
Yeah. No, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do. But like I said, I already paid to have the house deep cleaned. She loves to have the fireplace going all the time, so I bought like $200 worth of wood and had it stacked in the backyard.
Jeez.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Hey, real quick though, should I, since we did this early Valentine's Day thing, am I obligated to get her something for Valentine's Day?
Yes. Oh yeah, she gotta have something to open the day up.
Why?
Wait, like actually or like flowers?
Valentine's Day is the one chance you get to like get like sexy lingerie, like do stuff like that. Because if you give that on Christmas, you're an asshole. If you do it on her birthday, you look like a putz because you're trying to, get laid instead of celebrating her birthday. Valentine's Day is all about the sex. So this is when you like, hey, I got you a new sex toy, or hey, I got you lingerie, or hey, I got you these clear heels to put on while I throw singles at you.
I won't lie, I would feel so weird getting a sex toy for my girl.
You would feel weird getting her one?
Is that what you just said to do?
Yeah, get her one, not her get you one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's weird.
Why?
Why is that
I don't
weird?
know. That's just
you
weird
12?
to me.
Like, it's weird if you're buying sex toys at 12 and you're
I'm
trying
gonna be
to
honest.
sneak into
I
a
have
porn
never
store.
in my life for any girl bought them a sex toy.
Yeah, but wouldn't you rather have a sex toy that you know, like, where it's been?
Yeah,
Like,
your name's kind of on it.
Yeah, like, I bought you this one. Bill from 3 years ago didn't give it to you, and you've been railing yourself. You're like, come on.
Railing
like,
yourself with Bill's toy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're cool with her having old school toys from old boyfriends, but
Yo,
you're
that
not.
toy's awfully big, bro.
I'm intimidated by that toy, but
This reminded you of Bill.
But for real, man, you should let's run to Lover's Lane. We can go together, and we can look like a nice, cute couple going in there, and we'll walk out with some huge dongs.
Only if Corey comes out.
Corey, have you ever bought a sex toy for a girl?
No.
Art?
No.
Oh, and you were just ripping
No,
on
I'm
me?
dogging on you because I'm saying that, like, it's not that I haven't, but it's not that I wouldn't. Like, no.
I mean, that's like part of the pre-dating package. Like, oh, we're dating now? Cool. Throw away your other stuff. This is from me. Like, I don't want that other stuff because I don't know where that other stuff has been. I don't know what other dudes touched it. Like, I'm not about that life.
I'm going to be honest, though. Like, in my relationship, I've been with my girl for such a short time that I haven't really, because it's been through COVID for most of it. I haven't really gotten to experience all of these holidays because, you know, a lot of them you go to restaurants, you do this, you do that.
Right.
So, truthfully, I don't know what you need to do and what you don't need to do. And there's not, I'm sure, like you have to do this, you have to do this. But I really need the full breakdown from you guys on every holiday and how you're supposed to do that. Because before my fiance,
Well,
I
yeah,
really
because
do.
There's like Sweetest Day, and like with me, it's
Sweetest Day is for the guys.
I don't
not
know
in my
this.
relationship.
Well, then
Really?
you're doing it wrong. And Sweetest Day is only here in Michigan. Outside of Michigan, yeah.
It's like Devil's Night. It's only a Midwest thing.
100%.
Actually, it's in the Midwest. It's in Ohio too. It actually
Okay.
it
So it's
started
in Midwest, yeah.
Yeah, we actually people. I did this one year because people always get Sweetest Day messed up. It actually started out as a holiday, I believe, in Ohio as a holiday to remember the forgotten. So you're supposed to like give gifts to like orphans, battered women's shelters, stuff like that. But
Yeah, so
it
the
got
male in
totally
the,
hallmarked.
The male in the relationship is usually the abused one, and you know, like we're the ones that need some loving once a year.
You're not wrong.
Listen, we really need to take a quick break on this. And I got to go to Kendra's comment in the Facebook chat.
Oh, no.
And she's when your sister comments on our chat saying,
God.
Sam, please tell them the dildo story. I think we need to hear this story. And thank you, Kendra, for bringing this to our attention.
This is why
Go
I really
ahead,
hate
Steve.
that my sister has full access to this chat all the time, and you guys get to see this.
Because
Because
put your name tag up when you endorse this message.
Let me pin that. I'm going to pin that real quick on this
No,
chat.
please don't.
Yeah,
Please.
pin it.
Let's pin it.
Well, honestly, it had
There it
nothing to
is.
do with me. If you guys want to hear the story, I'll tell the story.
Yeah, so what had happened was.
So what had happened was, no, I lived with a girl. I'm not going to say her name, but she was my roommate. I lived upstairs in the house. She lived downstairs in the house, and somebody broke into our house. Like, cracked the front window, broke in the door, stole all my money, stole a lot of things from the house. Like, the dude was a habitual B&E guy. The cops caught him later and all that. But the weirdest thing he did, one, he used both of our toothbrushes.
Used?
Used.
How do you know that?
Because they were wet and the toothpaste was out. And this was like part of his calling
How
card.
much time did he have?
He had a lot of time.
I mean, the teeth got to be clean if you breaking in, right?
But think about like Home Alone, how stupid they were with like the sticky bandits and the wet bandits. Like this guy was like the toothbrush dude. So I'm living with this girl, and little do I know, she literally has an arsenal of dildos. Like an arsenal, bro. I'm talking like
Plus or minus 5.
Oh, 5? 5?
10?
I'm talking at least 20.
Damn.
What? I literally felt like Gulliver walking amongst Lilliputians when I locked in the room. Because here's what this guy did. This guy took every one of her dildos and set them up in a circle in the middle of her bedroom.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a brilliant B&E. Like, could you imagine coming home, you got your worshiping dildo?
Dude, I walk into the room and, you know, and there's all sizes. There's short, fat ones. There's tall, long ones. There's suction cups.
The
There's
girth
double
sizes
headers.
are all different. I got you.
Suction cups.
And so, like, I literally have to step over them, like, very meticulously and just walking my way. And I'm like, how the hell? First of all, how do you fit that one in you? Second of all, why do you have so much? Like that was my biggest question is why? Like, why
Did
do
you
need
not know
20?
that she had so many?
I mean, I knew she was a promiscuous girl, which, you know, isn't an issue. Girls have sex. They love it. I love it, too, that girls have sex. But, damn, to have that many, like, why do you need so many? So, either way, we had to call the police. and they came in, and like I felt like drawing chalk outlines around everything and where they were.
You couldn't touch the scene.
No,
you have to
couldn't.
leave them on
You
the ground.
They were dusting one of them for fingerprints. Like,
No.
they knew he touched it.
Yeah, but they knew he touched the toothbrush too. Just touch the toothbrush. I can see him put the gloves on and just pick up one of them, sampling it.
Either way,
This one's gonna have to go to evidence.
the guy lived literally directly behind us.
That's so
And
creepy,
he had just
man.
gotten out on B&E charges, and they knew exactly where to go, and they found like all our stuff in his shed. And we had to claim it. But yeah, that was my experience. Walking into my house, I'm like, oh man, this is a mess. And I walk into her room, and I'm like, there's a seance of dildos going on. Like, what is going on here?
Maybe she had a different profession in life, you know.
Yo, that could have been it too. Like
Yeah.
maybe she had another side hustle.
Yeah, maybe. But either way, that's
Oh
what
my
happened.
God.
And that happened. And thank you, Kendra, for making me tell that story. I really appreciate
Ant
it.
says this sounds like an effed up episode of Law and Order.
Right, you need the dun-dun.
Let's take a 15-second break. When we come back, we got Fish here with Fish's Facts. And sorry I had to tell that story to you guys, but hopefully you got a good laugh out
We
of
need
it.
Fish's dildo facts
We'll
of the
be
day.
right back.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
Hire
a graduate
of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show. Thank you for watching on the Woodward Sports Network on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram Live, soon to be our app, Twitch, TikTok, and make sure you're following us on all of them at Woodward Sports. Every day about 9:50, intern Fish comes on, and we like to give him the floor for a couple minutes because not only is he insightful on what's going on around athletically around the world, he gives us some great betting tips too. So Fish, what is your fact of today?
We have two of them.
Okay.
One of them is Pistons Celtics tonight.
Okay.
The game has been pretty close, so basically the fact is tonight's going to be a close game because both games, the first game, which was January 1st, was 96-93, Pistons won, so a 3-point game, and the second one was 122-120, Celtics won, so 2 points.
Okay.
So you can expect a close game tonight.
Expect a close game. I like that.
The Pistons have averaging 109 points throughout their games. They are allowing 113.5.
Okay.
The Celtics are averaging 110, 110.8, and they're allowing 109.
Wow. So, yeah, very close all the way around.
Second fact is started yesterday at noon. Today is Chinese New Year.
Happy New Year!
What year is it? Is it?
It is the year of the ox.
Yeah. Happy birthday or happy year to all the ox people watching right
So
now.
the celebrations last up to 16 days. But only the first 7 are public holidays. So
Okay.
from technically February 11 to February 17 are public holidays.
Okay. Do you guys know what your Chinese astrological sign is?
No clue.
I'm a rooster.
Really?
Yep. What are you, Art?
I'm a snake.
You're a snake? Do you know yours, Fish?
How do you guys know this?
No clue.
Fish is a fish. There you go.
Everyone knows their zodiac. I'm like, I don't know, nor do I care.
Yeah, I don't care about. I don't get in all those zodiacs.
All right. What else?
So
you got, Fishy?
last year was the year of the bat,
Yep.
and it goes by the
Typical for 2020 in Wuhan.
Right.
Thank you, year of the bat.
and it goes by the zodiac sign in China.
Okay.
So that's how the year of the bat works.
All right. And you got bets for today?
Yes, we do. We have some bets for you. We are going to start we have some NASCAR for you.
All right.
This week is the Daytona 500. Now, I'm not going to tell you who to pick because I'm not a NASCAR fan. I'm more of a Formula One fan.
Okay.
NASCAR is just people go out on the track. Good. Boring. Formula One is more strategic, although you can hate me, NASCAR fans. The top few that we have for you, Denny Hamlin at plus 800, Joey Logano at plus 900, and Keselowski at plus 1000. And you can bet all the way down to the last person on the track.
Got to bet
so.
on Keselowski because he's a Detroit or Rochester boy. Close enough. If Madonna can claim Detroit, Brad can too.
What's 1000, Fish?
What?
What's plus 1,000?
Plus 1,000. So if you bet $100, you'll win $1,000.
$1,000, $1,000,
$1,000.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
$100.
I heard 1,000. I was like, wait, hold up. 10,000 to 1,000?
All right.
It's $1,000.
You got one more bet, or is that it, Fish?
No, we have one more.
All right, give it to me.
We have tennis.
Okay.
Tennis has been going on for the past couple days. Now, the state of Australia, Victoria, just issued a 5-day, can't think of the word.
That's okay.
5-day
break
lockdown.
Okay.
So they're going to be on lockdown for 5 days, so there'll be no fans. So this would be a bet to go for Alex DiMinor from Australia and Fabio Fognini from Italy. The Italian is plus 362.
Okay, I like
so
those
if you're going to go for it, you'd go for it now because there's no fans, so he wouldn't have the crowd to help him.
And if you're looking to bet, obviously go to mybookie.com. They got that up there right now.
And it's times to be determined because obviously other matches would determine this around 4:15 a.m. So I'll probably get up for that one.
Awesome. You get up at 4:15 a.m. to watch this match?
I probably will. Yeah.
I love you, Fish.
I've been out for the past 5 years watching the final. Get up at 3:30, watch the finals.
I do that for Olympic basketball for sure. If they're playing at 3:30, I'll get up and watch the USA Olympic team. I love Olympic basketball.
Is that every Saturday and Sunday? You wake up that early?
No, most Saturdays I'll get up at like 6:30, but for every year Australian Open around this time I'll get up at 3:30.
That's amazing.
All right. Well, thank you, Fish, for coming on with your facts of the day and Fish's bets. It's now time for Joey's dumbass of the day.
So this is the greatest video. Went viral on our social media. The mom that is going to be hopefully getting signed to the Detroit Lions with the number 7 pick unless we do trade it because there's a lot of value for her in the league right now. There was a man that was accused of peeping inside of her daughter's room. So you can only imagine what a mama's going to do if she catches you doing that. So in this video, you see how she catches the man that is trying to run away.
Yeah, and I love this video, too, because it's almost like she literally does a formed tackle. Like we talked about it earlier. Her sliding to the side and, like, waiting for the impact, taking him shoulder to shoulder, not leading with her head. Like, it's almost a perfect tackle.
Yes, and it's like he tried to do the little deke where he, like, kind of faked and then went, but she just reacted and laid the wood right in front of the cop car, and then the cops ended up coming and getting him. That was a great story. I need a follow-up to this to see if this is actually the peeper because, I mean, why else is he running?
Right. No, and just like I said, man, and our tweet yesterday, it's got like 600, 700 likes on it right now if you go on our Twitter, @Woodward Sports. And it says, now with the number 7 pick, the Detroit Lions are drafting, and it has that girl. And I wouldn't mind her over Jelani Tavai.
Oh, man. What?
What?
All day.
But, yo, speaking of the Lions, something just came up. You know, I don't want to really call it breaking news, but they guess they do need to be there. The Lions are at the Trevor Lawrence workout.
Wait.
They have 2 scouts there.
They said everybody in the top 10 would probably have representation there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's out of the, out of the norm, but still interesting.
And you also had some other NFL breaking news.
Yes. A couple things. First off, the Pouncey brothers retired. Both of them. But,
at the same damn time?
Yeah.
All right.
But outside of that, the Houston Texans have released J.J. Watt.
Wow.
Ooh.
He asked for his release, and he got it.
Huh.
Everyone's just trying to leave that team.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's a mass. It's like, again, that's why only reason I said that Deshaun Watson is different because it's something going on in that organization where it's a mass exodus. Like, everybody's getting the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah. Go ahead over there, Fish. What you got to say, buddy? It's just crazy to me that they let J.J. Watt go, but they won't let go of Deshaun Watson. Like, what's up with that?
From what I'm seeing, J.J. Watt released a Twitter video saying he's getting released.
Oh, okay. So he released a video about his release. But, yeah, that's some breaking news right there. JJ, I would love to have you in Detroit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
A leader like him on the whole team. He's just such a positive kind of guy. But it's so sad when you look at the Texans because they were not a bad team before this last year.
Yeah.
They
were winning division
apart.
championships.
When they traded, like I said, DeAndre Hopkins for Fago Red and the Better Made chips, it all went downhill.
The thing I do like about if J.J. Watt comes here, it kind of reminds me of when Schwartz came here and brought Vanden Bosch with him. Like the high motor guy, the energy guy. Obviously at the tail end of his career, not the guy he was in his prime, but that's a guy, like I feel I feel a lot of the Jim Schwartz like vibe coming into this, and that's kind of what we need, a rah-rah guy in there that can, lead a team. So, JJ Watt, you're more than welcome to come to Detroit, and thank you guys for waking up with the Morning Woodward show all week. Art, what you got?
Can I make a suggestion of how we end the broadcast today?
Yeah.
Can we do Kate Upton doing the Dougie? Can we finish the broadcast with that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take the sound off, but
I'll finish with it.
Oh, God, this made me feel
She's
really
got beautiful hair.
Yeah, she's got great big eyes.
Yeah.
Huge. So have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. My name is Stick. I'm out of here.
Corey.
I'm Joey, and I'm out of here, too.
Art, play us off with the Dougie.